hospital. So, Papa.
Yes, so ma. Government is building teaching hospitals, district hospitals, polyclinics and health centers all across Ghana.
New schools, new roads. What? Here they be, Papa.
Yes, over 1,500 basic school projects, 60,000 laptops, and over 6 million textbooks for the students.
Wow.
Masa moye dede.
Abba, because of small construction, you are happy.
Not just construction, madam. This government has provided over 120,000 jobs to the Youth Employment Agency, and over 400,000 are employed directly on government projects.
We are waiting for change.
Oh, don't worry, my sister. There's more ahead. This is just the beginning. Just let me continue driving.
Yes, don't call me. Come and see, come and see. Follow me to see change.
Hey! Now you are talking. Change has come.
Driver, my NCY, we don't want to stay here.
You want to trust someone who has not proven himself?
Don't worry, I'll wait for you.
Let's go. We are in this together.
Welcome to change.
Are we walking?
Where's the bus?
Don't worry, our bus is bigger and better than that one. Change is coming.
Is this the change?
Oh, don't you touch me. We want to go. Come back, oh.
Driver, let us back. Thank you.
Now shall we begin our journey? You don't have to look far. Change isn't coming. Change is already happening all around you. Vote for John Mahama in the 2016 election. JM Tuwaso.
And Makasa Sen we say, whoever is behind this ad 2016, I think say Nipano one sorry keke no ye adia o ye no. A very prophetic and onyame adom ye nyina ya tiasasi so a witness within 8 years and yema akoso so what office ena wo tie me a ana kamu na wo tie me. Start asking yourself questions. Yes, ask yourself questions. And that how much me will say almost share a woman beer also a koto toniema chicken wings, chicken thigh. The issue is not about say enyema like prices are costful, but the issue is about the margin. How much? Semeto aya chicken wings 70 Ghana cedis in 2016. Within 8 years, me to the same chicken wings, no, around 2,000 Ghana cedis, 1,800, 2,000, 2,200. Omo being one contemuno and check my percentage near say. Say me top buyer me 50 cedis just 2020, just 2021. I can buy buyer me Ansah say. I can see me Ansah 50 cedis. Yeah, much trouble. Then now I need 50 cedis to buy one buyer no one. From 2020 to 2024. So, yes, you know, adia ni atone kapre, ene ye ntone sa, nti obia ni minyansa. But the question is, margin ye say within this short period. Margin say. And one on a problem no one. So if you have somebody who touted himself as an economist in 2016, telling us, say, Sikano Wagana, they can do it, then this same person, after getting the opportunity, for whatever reason, decides say he won't talk about economy anymore. Mobeto Niema say enyana sem dollar CD rate enyana sem. Enra mibusa obi say 60 pounds. 60 pounds is around 1,200. Can you imagine? Omo US kano about 43 or so, 33 million. Omo wia. They don't care. We are meeting a Minister of Finance, Kenoforiata in disguise. Kenoforiata is still the Minister of Finance. Now tia mean and say why asima or kacheno utimi say, and sometimes we see our more Bobie and petty for na we did you on them. No, if somebody speak foolishly, I mean, and there was a me and tell us why or say, if we say banking sector a clean up no buy no, or it's also a binding to mean to young Crawford canintino, a bin ma from woo, a bin ma poison warm home. Now, so it's answer Kufado are buying a current government. On Koya Makas walk here. Just listen. The president was using the taxpayers' money to rent private jets. That time, they were dying silently. And when Ansah say or be patcho say, oh, dear Nkofo wu no where the monfan chaye Busia Sadin. Oh, Ansah. The president himself, Ansah, into better than a finance minister, Ansah. On Ansah, we just talk anyhow, just like that. On Ansah, when you have a leader who don't have any wisdom, how do you care? If indeed you care, and what's a man Crawford in say, I can't Crawford win. Mote more presidents won mote they are the cry a Ghana for mote Midena am so monte not knowing so what honorable what now Baba Castle we actually meteor radio. I was so shocked. I'm like when a coach you a mom Bob on Timbekasa anyway, but my mente Sanema way and free. The issue about a year, look, Sakwa we motion my now Mayor Wajuma. I won't say one more day guy be a year advert. Remember me or remember me picture no. Remember me. Boy be no more than a year. You know, I haven't seen the picture and crowd video no muntia how. But so when you're the double boss, okay, see a pana, dear mammy. I'm the guy in a year. The reason why a man for making more CB Bisono. You see, when you keep on tricking the system, it's our duty to expose fraudsters. And Omu Yusu Napko. A fraud system to steal the country. Omu yusu napko di via o maino. Omu yusu napko e di via o maino. Ena ombe yusu a free SHS. Side di via o maino. Now, omu wie napko no omu di via ye no. Because napko no what they did is that Omucha ghost names egumu. So the figures no more ma aban bi obeba after Kufuado Bawumia ayo obe decide say obe go back akọ audit eye NABCO books ebe yehu ade ebesi okroma no enye enema ebe piepie ne be tan omo wi no no mo ten no eno mo so afedo omo ye you start also you start no want to but they have budget eye sika for sa you start no and they give it to their family girlfriends omo girlfriends nianom, and that is what they are doing. So okay, so this guy so be him no, oh remember me, yes guy we are not on your student oh your teacher ni no mde ye sa de no omo anko fa your friend say SHS new onko fa teacher ni oh onipa oye criminally minded person or ya dia essence dia all ye no boni ntino. So this guy is a teacher. Okay, now yanko tie guy na mane hu me de mo baba besi kaya ye fo no asem so, then you understand what I'm talking about. So just check this guy, just check.
This is News on the Go. Remember that face on billboards of the new patriotic party that read, "Remember me, my livelihood." This is News on the Go. Remember that face on billboards of the new patriotic party that read, "Remember me, my livelihood depends on your vote during the 2020 general elections." It has emerged that face belongs to Nicholas Tay, a 35-year-old teacher, and he has made some shocking revelations how he was used for a political campaign. According to Nicholas Tay, he was initially not informed about his face appearing on billboards for a political campaign, but rather was told that he would feature on calendars and magazines. The matter only came up when he went to claim his 300 Ghana cedi as payment for his services.
I read the information on the paper, and it was about you have been allowed yourself to be used on commercials, both television, the billboard, and any other. So I was very angry.
He told the press that due to economic hardships and pressure from his wife, he later agreed to have his face on MPP billboards for 300 Ghana cedi.
So I went there and signed, and I took that 300 cedi.
This is News on the Go. Remember that face on billboards of the new patriotic party that read, "Remember me, my livelihood depends on your vote during the 2020 general elections." It has emerged that face belongs to Nicholas Tay, a 35-year-old teacher, and he has made some shocking revelations.
My livelihood depends on you, remember me. Then they gave Omuchianika 300 Ghana cedis. Tie me. Me pacho mami ya wote trotro mu. Sa abrante bi no mo de ne to billboard so, on yanka ne signboard so. Na free SHS na watwa na ni sei no mami se wahu sa ade na America na ha. Sa abrante no mami se onana no oba no ena obi be fa no e de ne yes adwuma no ena mo ma ne 300 Ghana cedis. 300 Ghana cedis. Remember me. Enipa no mo de ne ya adwuma no ano omo kai no omo antimi remember no. Now then so omo yusu sa abrante we for free SHS just to steal the budget ya omo de ma River Blades consult. Eya omo MPP for no advertising company. Sika omo aka say omo atwa e de yes ade no 300 Ghana cedis and omo de ma abrante we. Now make dia besi another scam, and when I tell you that Baumia is a criminal, Baumia is a criminal. Also NABCO no, it was under Baumia. The NABCO, it was under Baumia. on a yes a fraud no Baumia and a fraud Ghana for with gold for oil. The first time in my life a year matter say I buying air catcher citizens say may form gold at the aqua I could trade it for oil, but I will never let you know the intermediary, the person who are Odilima Ghana, and I will never let you know Momu Huni Pakroda. Now what me kasasam naturally. And you tell me that is not an insult, but when I tell you that we are dealing with a president who is a thief, a criminal, a reckless man, because on my bay, okay, so say Kufado, baby to say Mali, Cote d'Ivoire, those engage them. But Bawomia, Etimia Sachre. So from NAPCO to Remember Me fraud, then to the Kayaye. So now they are using the Kayaye, another fraud system. Let me ask this question. I hope say Kayaye for no any of my reporters ko abontin, and we'll deal with the real video one first. Ansah and the audio no dance number. And Kayaye for no raise issue be say one omu wie omu nkrofo omu ko training ni bi no say a 3 year na abesua they give you 1,000 Ghana cedis to go and start business. It be a 500 Ghana cedis, 1,000 cedis, 500 Ghana cedis to go and start business. You see another fraud. And if indeed it is true, are buying taxes, the government should let us know how much budget saying and they are driving that policy. They should let enya Baumia bottom sika. Me pam cho Ghana for muntie. Enya Baumia na Samira bottom sika. No, it's our taxpayers' money. Say Samira ana Baumia bottom sika. Me Bobie Ansah, I won't ask. It has nothing to do with me. But taxes. Okay, so your reporters go krum. Listen to them. Just listen to their reporters. Tie kaya ye for no. Tie nkoma omni reporters. Edie. Just a brief.
Munim. Won't answer. Obi amfra oye. And this our training no mo kaya ye for no ebe boamo anan mom.
Pacho yenim training and kayenye bi ebe boa.
Okay.
Pacho within the idea. Pacho with you.
What ye? Omo afra.
Omo nyamfra ye joy. Yenyanko.
Na ebi aba han mo abedi nkomo.
I had your mom by feed your mom.
Okay.
My boy. I bet my boy.
Alright, that's it. Yo.
Pacho.
Ya frau. And this our training no uhunu saying and ebe boa mo kaya ye for no.
Me uncle me want to me.
Begin the rank Hinedi.
Opposition, me association
from Plastic Sellers Association of Ghana.
Okay.
Men are me head of the association.
Yanum Makaya for.
I aware. There be woman maha.
Okay.
We are not woman who say market be wahasa. But I have your kaya you for more than 100. If you say NT, woman will be a man near Yatin a radio show, Yatin TV show, but I had the Omoma.
Now graduation day no the mote.
Graduation day at
Okay. And just find out man what are your expectations? They're going forward and again I'm moving anymore. Say they can involve Kaya in almost more.
It's a woman baha, a beboa Kaya for no. Omba hebe bo better is a wonderful listen plan for them or their future.
The first one, and it tells you your reporters a Juma Omoye, you know. Now listen to the second interview.
Aisha, me frewale metie so mo afomo edikoe so mo be minua kura koe ana o mo so mo be mane sika no no so ayede asa bo adwuma no anti o mo ye ya no o mo ama no 5 million wa jai susu ana okoe nti o ba 5 million entimi ye de entimi nso no wo be didi wo be tosta mi na wo be dware wo be ya bibia enso wa jai susu sika ana okwa bo so adwuma no nti o mo ba no mo yue ya no wo mo ama no 5 million so enso nti no for kwan wa ana wo be ha wo be adwuma udu ko 5 million se enso nti ebi mu bebre so o mo nko se juma na omoye no wo mo ho mfaso bia wo so enso juma no ebe che wom enche ebi mu ko mo ntimi sua na o mo tamaso o mo aba dey watiminya 1.5 dey watiminya 2 million ana o ya susu sika 50 cedi nti watiminya susu na ebi ka wadi besie dey ehia no na o dey na o dey atu susu no nti wajai susu no sa na o dey ko sika no kura enso Okosuya brodo ye enso brodo no ye no wansuya ne ye wantimi ye brodo no ana na tam suya ana opie 4 weeks Misuse ne maka chese obetima ye brodo no ye osi anka osuya bosumi ba ko kan ho de obetima ye sana osuya bosumi ba ko no wantimi ye brodo juma no enso brodo na wo de be ye no wo pesika dia sati juma no ye enso sika na wo mo de ama no entimi nto brodo nema ye juma no mi de sika na wo mo be ma me enso mi ya masa madam mi so mi boti mi ya madam anti sika na wo be no enso mi nti mi ya mi kan na mi nya sika na mi de ato mi hu juma akọ Aisha mi frewale metie so mo afomo edikoe so mo be minua kura koe ana o mo so mo be mane sika no no so ayede asa bo adwuma no anti o mo ye ya no o mo ama no 5 million wa jai susu ana okoe nti o ba 5 million entimi ye de entimi nso no wo be didi wo be tosta mi na wo be dware wo be ya bibia enso wa jai susu sika.
This is the situation. Ose wo fa obi adwuma o training san adwuma ni ama no 500 or let's say even 1,000 Ghana cedis. And I wish we always say Awa Muhammad and a deputy or PRO your friend say why Awa Muhammad should let us know how much and a budget for Sakaya ye program way and how much the mom to start business. They should just let us know this. We don't have any problem. Another fraud, another acquire omudi area there. Okay, all right. Okay, so last one. Star 413 hash.
Abibata. Me pesika na me ko me kurom na me ko tenase. Ye ndi. Yes, also obe bua ka ayofo no. Osi omu tua djuma wi a obe money 1,000 ni dia enye hwin. 1,000 no di konof. Entimi ya ne djuma no. Obe sa ye den, obe sa ba. Nti oba esa nana jamba government no omu mbua no. Nti ene nyina ya baako. Yes, media me papa ni maame ne nyina. Omo ye MPP for, me bibia ya MPP for. Sisi ade na ye no, omo nipa bre Ghana. Nti obia si ompene sisi ade a omo fa dwuma we baaye no. Omo so ne tam na so no omo sware. Dwama mo beka say anya ono na ofa dwuma ne baaye. Nti ontimi mbua ka ayofo no. Nti Jumanu ya pese yanko yamfa ne sakwa Jumanu na enko bibia na omuka se Jumanu entimi Jumanu entimi ya Jumanu e besa ba ankran ti minnim nuane bi na ekọ baaye na oka se mi bisa ne se ainfa me hu ache ainfa na okọ yo si vice president na efa na Jumanu no omuko sua Juma kakra nti sa mi bisa na ainfa na okọ sua mi bisa ne sa mi bisa ne keke si ainfa na okọ na oka se omufa ne Jumanu na waja ina mi bisa ne bibia nti ma bisa ne se Jumanu wa ye ne yi ana wa anya Jumanu anya on ka bibia anchira me o si bibia kwasoro sana okachira me na asa betima akọ no de obebua me no ya me bibia me kaya no misua kaya betima abua me 1000 no ento bibia me kosua address no 1000 no ebeto we pe we no pe ento bibia nti 1000 entimi ya dwuma no nti na ya si ma misua me kaya na enjai sa dwuma no Abibata me pesika na me nko me kurom na me nko tenase ye ndi.
All right, so subsequently you bet mo eya omo call training Libya, they are back on the street doing their kaya work. They went to the training, they are back. And according to what we are hearing, about 80% are party foot soldiers. And just to get budget for themselves. Another fraud. Big fraud. So, say, Awa Muhammad, Minya, Otiemia, they should let us know. Budget say, and they share program no more. Omo training no say na omo de ma omo to start business. And are they saying in Accra or they are taking them back to their various hometowns? They should just let us know. That's all. But Orajo Mama and Amedini Bewie, you see, so Nyansani kasa. Onyansani or kasa no akasa. So Nyansani ekasa no akasa. O Nyansani ye Nyansani, o Jimini ye Jimini is so simple. O Nyansani or ye Nyansani. You see, there is difference between knowledge and wisdom. You can acquire knowledge, but you can be a foolish person. So, until I say, I say, Sukum Pepejimi. So, you can acquire knowledge to become a policeman, a military personnel, whatever, a president, a vice, a party executive member. You have the knowledge, but when you are born a fool, you will remain a fool till you die. That is the difference. So, there is difference between wisdom and knowledge. It is to be acquire knowledge about something. It doesn't mean say onimiyansa there be so wajimi. That is why a police onim what the law says about abusing oba but obeko di fie no obona yire police no obona yire wajimi by nature enti mebese me bo enema miense bi kiro ubehunu nyansani sede nyansani si ekana sem efa so yentie Ora John Mahama first
We Mama left a mess. We came and repaired your mess.
How are teachers and nibet me aka? Na omo aye jumade abwa
omo. This is from Mickey Atta, and it says, my visionary president, what measures is your government going to put in place to better the conditions of service of the suffering Ghanaian teacher? I've said that several of the difficulties and challenges that our teachers face, especially for rural teachers, one is accommodation. And so one of the things we're going to do is that in designing any school at the basic level or at the secondary level, that design must include accommodation for teachers. So that when teachers are posted to school, they don't have to live in an adjoining town and have to take transport to go to and from work. Already they face an issue with the adequacy of their salaries, and so it makes it even more difficult if they have to pay transport to and from work. We'll have other incentives which will encourage teachers who go and serve in the rural areas. And when I spoke with the teachers' unions, we agreed that finally we'll do the mapping out of which schools are considered rural schools, and teachers who agree to serve in those schools will get a 20% allowance of basic salary as an incentive for them agreeing to serve in rural schools. We also talked about cancellation of teachers' licensure exams, so that when teachers come out of school, their final exam in training school will be the process for licensing them, so that they don't have to come back and take another exam. We've also discussed with the teachers about their promotion and the constraint that is created when they get to the position of deputy director, and that is an issue that we're willing to sit down with the teachers and resolve. In many cases, I've been asked about other issues to do with premiums and other allowances and so on and so forth, and I've been constrained to respond because we know the crisis in which we find our country, the mess in which our economy is. One thing I've promised you is that I'll promise you a leaner government, we'll have fewer ministers, we'll cut government expenditure, so that any savings that we make, we can use it to better the lives of hard-working teachers and other professionals. Thank you, Mickey, for that question. This is from Mickey Atta, and it says, my visionary president, what measures is your government going to put in place to better?
This is John Mahama speaking here, and a choir obefaso a motivate teachers are omobe pese ombeko eye nkrase na omako boa adekire. You know na menu a wanum de betu Facebook say teacher ni be ne beja ne extra classes ye won kan ne Kumasi akọ Afran Plains say okọchira de. That is their mindset. Omadwene wo mutrim no no. Obi otimi busa say wakosi school dan esiwrem. Onim nyansa say yesi achimota na enkran enye city ti say de ne eye city no. But ene achimota school no esikrum. Onim say nyansa no. All right. Now on there yebusa John Mahama response. Now teachers echo Akufo-Addo ho, and they discussed with him about omo asetnemu ne de keka ho ti asema Akufo-Addo ka kire Ghana teachers. Just listen.
Nevertheless, I don't think that anywhere in the world that people go into teaching expecting to become millionaires and make money. If you want to do that, you do other things. If you want to do teaching, it's because you want to make a contribution to the welfare of the society and its growth. And you've done that very, very well. And I understand that. But nevertheless, I don't think that anywhere in the world that people go into teaching expecting to become millionaires and make money. If you want to do that, you do other things. If you want to do teaching, it's because you want to make a contribution the welfare of the society and the schools, and you've done that very, very well. And I understand that. But nevertheless, I don't think that anywhere in the world that people go into teaching expecting to become millionaires and make money. If you want to do that, you do other things. If you want to do teaching, it's because
teachers are bound chain. Omodo omoasma babe to anim. Taxes now, so it's not your pocket money. Free education minister. Edia better teachers' lives. Okay, say. Or catch them say. Obianua across the world or ye teacher need ye millionaire. Ti also mine. A Kufuado about 2016, a pauper. We hear bro. Zaya metra me ka ma sem cho say Eradiadum, some of us we saw them. Uhia ni pa, ni. And then a ba et me see a restaurant worth $6 million. Our cantonment. Edwina, Oscar de better cantonments as are simple. A here for bro and no my ye. Then ye no or catch a teacher ni say. O person ye ya kopebi bifufro bi ye ka ho. It says teachers no they survive on a friend say what do you call it? Extra classes. More than say omobe chere ade. One problem no e wo no. Yes. Say classroom try nyo omo de. Omo no ade no a omo ahihye no. Ye na ye omo de. E ho na omo digiska. Now, what's any panimia noa? Omo Kasa, Jomama Kasa, no, they started insulting him. Omo National Chairman, hey, sorry. Because it's me, Omo National Chairman. You got Omo party member. Amotia is an MPP.
Anytime one say a man obey you, a school. It's another Yami Sona Daye, free SHS. Also, no here, NCOB quiet so the school. So here, a BSOB quiet so the school. A dear bay, Sikabia, baby, and Fede, Ghana, free SHS. By this 74 years, I mean, baby, some policy. A poor people is happening. And then, go school. A school is all going to Tibuka. As a school, no quarter of Shadia. Colana is on your table, on your desk, on your connector, not on your teacher. It's an idea. So, man, computers, they are done here, on your teacher. Where is your question? Yenna, Gracia, and then I go for Chadia, no Calafia, I got a tema, I got cry, and in Carfor, I got presiding, and then say, she teacher for Kayi. The comedy teacher for said, no, so your mom sent it. No, never been trying. No, study, and Golanin Wadi. If he said, those who will be Bano Chanadino, Kayosa will pass over, baby. Now, education going a bit on mine.
He's just following a year NDC. Plans or more assistant to ama on my way. Pacho will tell me at any year. Our constitution, dada. Our constitution, that at a point in time, Esa on mine you roll it out. A free education and Kroma yebi. So, sir, I dream we know, and yes, I could for the Kodao baby, and who say Yansano, or no one say Yansano, but for the constitution, I could for the name say Yansano, David. Idea, he just decided to pick NDC idea what they say constitutional MPP for Antrobi. Omutrobi and Comeka so mon pre and my emfa free SHS ninshim. Never be higher debi. Omo Antrobi. So a constitutional provision. A straight up. bibia nka ho bio. And these are the realities. O teacher ni be kira de obeko outside. We need to motivate the person. You don't tell the person say teacher for any teacher jumani ye eye millionaire. Yeah, watch now. So they should leave their teaching profession. No more politics. That's all. That's all. And I'm going to say live on Accra 100.5 Citizen Show. But JM can be about posterity. Posterity. Obi Jessica atofutum mo abeyi skani nyina di. Ewia wutie mi ayano na medi jawo. Say foto ahodo a eho no ekufo ne ba omi aba be wiam nyina adi. Omo dim ska nyina. And we are Ghana and listening to JM. Public funds foto ahodo a obo emma Ghana do obeto ye. Ane de ono ayeye ane sika ojani wom eya omo ba ya no omo say bibia ni ho JM asemwe wakaye almost be 2-3 years ni 2 years ni omo ntimi challenge no say ya ma metu sika bia me wo say eye erikopoku a challenge your friend say no, I think Dr. Puni I challenge a year cocoa board. Edu say cocoa board or buy no na bibia ye down on for documents nimpie on famra bepemne and you got your rajo mama on public funds. Sika wo jaye ewe chirema wo ma o matumi be yiskani nyina di a close funds nibi ena omleti wo baby and now stabilization fund what omo dini nyina yeah asa
we left Mahama left a mess. We came and repaired your mess. Before I left office, the IMF said that Ghana's economy was going to grow by 8%, and it grew by 8% and more in 2017. And in 2018, it dropped. When their own policies started kicking in, you look at the GDP growth rate. From the high of 8% that they inherited from me, the next year it went to 6 point something, 5 point something, until when COVID hit, it went to 0. So that myth about you left us a mess, you left us a mess. When you came into office, the Kufuor Eurobond was left with 270 million to pay. Where did you get that money to pay? Mahama left it in the sinking fund because I knew that debt was coming up. That was visionary because I knew that if a new government came, it was going to be difficult to find 270 million at once to pay off the Kufuor Eurobond. So we left it in the sinking fund. They came and met it. In October, they just took it and paid the Eurobond. And after that, they didn't put any money in the sinking fund again. That's why when COVID hit, we had no money to defend ourselves. I set up the stabilization fund. When COVID hit, they didn't know where to find money. We told them, go and look in the stabilization fund. I left money in there. Went and took 300 million, from the stabilization fund. I set up the Ghana Investment Infrastructure Fund, the Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund, and I put $270 million seed money in that fund. Today, that's what you are using to build your Agenda 111 hospitals. So how can I have left you a mess? They are good at propaganda. And so they just keep repeating something. Oh, we came and met your mess. We came and met your mess. In 2016, for the first time in Ghana's history, we ran the government budget without taking 1 CD from the Bank of Ghana. 0 borrowing from Central Bank. You in 2021, 42 billion, you made Central Bank print for you. The following year, 2022, 35 billion, you made central bank print for you. And that is why today central bank is broke, because it made a loss of more than 60 billion cedis. When I was president, central bank made a profit of more than 1 billion cedis. And so that propaganda must stop once and for all. You didn't inherit a mess. You inherited an economy that was doing well. It is you, by your mismanagement, your clueless finance minister, and your clueless head of economic management team, who now wants to run away from economic issues to become the champion of digitalization. Mahama left a mess. We came and repaired your mess. Before I left office, the IMF said that Ghana's economy was going to grow by 8%. And it grew by 8% and more in 2017. And in 2018, it dropped when their own policies started kicking in.
JM, and then Monday, and a free this time you call. Ora Mahama best set the record straight, and we will carry the message to the people. Baby, Bia, what to make a piano, John Mahama Carson way, or Muntimia no bepimene. Sika wo jana chiremo or modi. Bank of Ghana, year profit under Mahama, and they are running into losses. Omo printisika, yenko parliament koji approve and nothing. Just can D. That is the kind of system they are running. And it's so sad that you have this person no catch or say Mamekano Naminki and Twaso. Thank you. And now I am Monday. And I have my special guest, Yanombe Yajuma, Honorable Joseph Adekoka, former Greater Accra Region Chairman, NDC, Honorable Akwena Steria Kwansa Shatta, former MP, Fansman constituency. This one and Akusipoku will join us in the studio. We are now heading come on. Honorable Akwaba.
Yenia.
Bokodiye.
I did that.
I think she also.
I think about it.
I'm saying in share studio.
No. This year.
I feel in share studio. In share studio.
Yeah. That's true.
Mampo for so much.
Oh yeah. Pede masako ho krambo.
Hey, Mampo will be so person cycle.
Oh, say it would have come Mamponda. But it was just a whistle stop.
Oh, okay.
But, this is the first time I make it Marco Mampon, Madam Mampon.
Oh, okay.
A couple of days, you know.
Yeah.
Mama, I really loved the ambience.
Okay.
Okay. Into I there are them Samichiko.
Oh, Yabako. At the crowd, Yabako.
Oh no. But I love the place.
Yeah.
The serenity.
A very quiet town.
A beautiful place.
Yeah.
First time I'm going it's the same funeral, but it was a return trip.
Oh, okay.
It's Yinasi from Yinasi. Actually, on a long time. That time then I was working at Golden Tulip. That was 1991.
Oh, Ache.
91, 92.
Ache.
So like from the funeral grounds now, you know, buses or but the last time, you know, your mother's funeral, no mama, like we stayed there.
Yeah,
it was beautiful.
Yeah,
it was beautiful.
Yeah. Mampo is a nice place. Yeah. It's a very nice place, and Omojia ho. Yeah, na kokromu when you enjoy the town.
Nice one.
But on a quick one, Central Region cause a campaign. You remember the main topic, but Central Region, I want to hear o territory. I want to say.
Oh, Nyakuponadum, BBR Ruko fine. I mean, Isha, me monitor most of the constituencies now.
Yeah.
I think the parliamentary candidates, you know, one would do now up to task. Well, like they are pushing very well. I mean, you hear in there, Yabenya Akadzika Kaya da Buanma, da Oyebiano with him. I mean, what's a one combro, she no, or they Yabua, not Yabua.
Say more constituency, NDC was saying.
is it roughly 21 constituencies?
21.
I think we have 14, and they have.
Say allotate ko jam 4. Say.
No, I think 4.
Ojam 4.
Yeah, 2016. 2016 Oka Cape Coast North, Cape Coast South. Ejumaku enyane siam. Ejumaku enyane siam. Cape Coast South.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think those were the only 4 constituencies we were holding on to.
And I say, "What me push about?"
Yeah.
Wow.
But in the 2020 election, no. Look, like we should have at least gotten more than the 13 seats that we had.
I see.
Yeah.
Wow.
You should have gotten more than that 13 seats because like some place like Abrasebu Kwamankesi, some place like Gumwa Central, then Aguna West. Other places are Nkayebutum ye winning easily. But those times, sometimes, NDC in here now ya bro. In your because oko primaries lose primaries inti look, sometimes we have to take time to try and conflict resolution. We have to bring people together. But say or communal labor. Yeah, communal labor no in share that me my best saying. I don't need to like you to work with you. Once we are targeting the same goal, I don't need to like you. But once the major may also do the back because I can't do all. Kakra may also do kakra may in a boma in a wire at a in a yetum yedaya it did in Kunim. Look, this time, for example, with yenya some candidates via. The first earlier candidates be one but in your candidates be you see the passion in them. They are working. They want to win the seat. You know that they are even working. Their main aim is to win the seat because they have all to lose if they don't win the seat. And most my identity no. You realize that the person is hungry. You see that hunger in the person. That is what is moving the region. And secondly too, then the regional executives too, they are supporting here and there. And I mean, there are a lot of people who are really supporting Central Region. And
but moment me seats ni bi account.
Yes. What we are looking at in there, take it or leave it. At least we should back about 16. Take it up. Yeah, regional chairman said there, operation 20 seats. Ewa. Yeah, only any target. Ewa.
Central Region.
Yes, only operation 20 seats. Yeah, I don't. Maybe he knows what he's talking about. He's the chairman in the region. So. Yeah. But me, from where I sit, realistically, I'm looking at about 16 seats that we can easily back. And if we are able to get a 16 seats now, then this MPP will be left with only 5. As I say, we have to work towards.
But more targeted 20. However,
realistically, 20 new year on the chairman and agenda also be 20. And he is working towards getting the 20 seats, which we are all going to support him to get the 20 seats. But me from where I sit, I didn't say 20 new crown power. We won't go below what we have now. Almost my identity. Yeah. So minimum crowd we should go home dry with about 16 seats. But
anyway, my back honorable Adekoka joining in the studio, but we are sending me a message via. It's a little bit worrying. I'll say Tertiary shooting range is also going down. Omaton tertiary shooting range.
No, you see, Master, but those don't let it worry you, because Master, that is what we've been living with. Look, one day I saw in a Accra Sports Stadium what one will be. In America there, taking MPP out of power is a communal labor. Everybody, every Ghanaian, well-meaning Ghanaian, not those who think they're going to be built in there in but all well-meaning Ghanaians. They will, look, you see, shooting range. Why Cherimpo? Look, me, I remember when they sold. You do know Bosta Village, Bosta Home? Akwadaboni school offend then Roman Ridge.
Roman Ridge.
Roman Ridge. Say offend school no offend then Jack and Jill. And the Jack and Jill nature, there's a prison yard. Prison yard but it was made. Yeah, it was made for the Nkwadaboni. So like there's a Boston school. Yeah. Nkwadaboni. Could you believe there along the line? It was even so. No, along the line. Okay. But Professor Mills came and he said no.
Oh, okay.
He said no. This thing. You see, truthfully, baby, prison one, it's outgrown its usefulness in that particular community. Yeah. But you build a befitting place. You build a place. Your friend there, this from a juvenile or a juvenile prison. Yeah. So juvenile prisons, you have to have workshops. You have to have schools where from an oboko. So just build somewhere. Then maybe if you decide to do away with this thing, then Takashi, they were just selling it for it to just. It was even gone. They need to reverse that kind of sales. If people, this political party can go to that extent now, you should know what they. Look, me sometimes I cringe because luckily, me, I've lived in Accra almost all my life. So I know the gang chiefs. I know some of the big gang chiefs around. And sometimes when what your lamentation I home, Master, I say, look, Ben, nobody can come and say there, I'm selling trade fair. Where you know that trade fair.
Sad trade fair is true.
There is been sold now.
I'm going to see apartments now.
Master, in Yawaha. Yawaha, but you see, me, you know my comfort kakramo. My comfort kakramo in there. Former President Mahama, we general waka there. All those state lands now they've sold them. No, it will all reverse back to the states. Master, it can be done. And you can catch what no, because they are developing it too. Master, forget about it. Forget about it. Develop it. Look, that is where you see what we call state power. The same state power is the same state power we used to take it from them. Period. It's state power. Mubwa. Yeah. Yes. So if it's state power, idaji asasi by force, atunton sasi daman kofu by force. You see, you have the state power. Only you see in Bia. Yeah. More state power now. I'll use the same state power to take the thing from you. You see, sometimes you feel there and maybe it's not possible. American, you be no canasam. Former American president. Yeah. Also, there, look, government is so powerful. The only thing they can do is to change a man into a woman. Anything else they want to do is possible. Like do you think that these people will go on this stealing and selling of national properties? They will go on that rampage. But because they have the power, Master, I will share. Obey more boss in most in 2017. Obey more rough because we are not going to play that father for all. Abina will feel there NDC way more that is where I think the problem is. You see, in America, so let them be basking in that thing. Sembrino sa enable who there whether there is something called father for all or treating people with kid gloves, and we will see it, because master, these people, they've showed us enough. Until you banner yes we bejima, I don't think Ghanaians will even forgive us. That is why I am there any opportunity at JM Benyano or do there. Look, this I'm going to investigate, and I'm happy. Look, let me tell you one thing. If we come to power, it's not now that we are going to start preparing docket. We've started preparing docket already. I'm telling you, we've started preparing docket. We are putting all evidence together. It's not now that we want there. Whoever becomes Attorney General, you see this file, we work on it already. All you need is to prosecute it, because we have proper prosecutors. Wash your document in those times when you call technicalities, technical grounds, massive evidence. You see, in maybe or look. I don't think there you will be there, but back at the will be when you court. Osande, Okomo be $2 million. Okomo be $2 million there. Woba obesi SkyTrain wakra. She see where is the money? The money is gone. Obi waji $12 million. There Pualugu farm offend then dam. Yeah. Obu abeye. Master, I hear washing Ohana, Yeda was a saku. Once a sanko, or washing Waha, so local. I couldn't believe it. Some local businessman be not told Mubano, or not turn or the Kenyan. You know, so it tells you there, these guys were doing these things with impunity. They don't care. These people, do they think they are going to be there in perpetuity? And but they she but believe you me, you see, Ghanaians, we are soft and hot. Mr. Ghanaians they will never forget. I'll come back to you. My honorable Adiko Kwaba. Honorable Kwaba. Boko already Penny. You share yache. Paso. I've been compoti. But honorable, so we are fit to Bisa Shata. Body. Let me tell you a little story about me and this man. Yeah. 2007. 2007. That time, me and my Alliance Media. Okay. We were going to do this advert for the Can 2008. In a moko LOC full office because in a year never handle one advert. To one day be muka the Missina brother or gate nano. In a minute in command and say Utali. No, that one point was early 2008. No, because Italy, my wild do muko infant man like. Infant man. Asama waiting. And I'm saying yes. Also okay, Orba. This man entered his car and he gave me $1,000. That time, wow. Oh, I'm talking about 2007, late 2007. I see. Yeah, he gave me $1,000. I said, look, I can't come there to come and campaign because I have my own campaign to do in Accra. But take this money. He gave me $1,000. He gave me $1,000. That time when you joke. It's Obi Muwa. I will name the reason why Obi body. You know that kind of thing. That time, I see. That time, you know, the media MP. I find that you come through. When you say about me, you say me bo Uncle Ade Beba studio no. When the first person who you see me to say yam pay me for whatever reason I don't know. No. Seriously. So there are some people there. I mean, then you know you always hold them high when it comes to your political journey. Into that is the kind of brotherhood that we have. That's good. But oh, sir, Teshi. I said honorable Shatta Erizi and say sometimes a yamwa diamote
More guy indigenous, yeah, those things and
you are Mamichia on a woody and in your brie. As soon as I can know in a quarter, but I mean, blame my info. In a Langards, in a Safuache. Problem when one of cause them a problem.
I see.
One of cause them a problem. We're born there one family. I hear no, go by there 5. No, what on assassin? What on assassin? My different in a benuso. Many been in court almost 20 years, 25 years. Still assassin because the same family, it been with him, what on assassin movie, the same assassin. And also, your rules and regulation or Ghana are there. Kwabena Nkrumah or independence man, he decided to get some lands overdeveloped in the interest of the country. Today, Obesi Airport, Obesi Hospital, Obesi Burma Camp, those kind of structures.
Yeah.
It's only an inferno bar agreement. You know, Oja Assassin. What the BP shame there, say Abano, he has no use for the land or the land or return to the original owners. Sometimes original owners also, more than 4 or 5, 6 people. It was as no kwa. No, why? Tell you sorry, what cotton into Wama, when custodian, when as the assassin Ghana assassin which is land commission, so wants to take advantage. Politicians also wants to take advantage because when now there was assassin show, one can say they are not united.
But I got the idea before you and I know you.
I know you East Legon under bridge.
East Legon under bridge. East Legon
under bridge. So Echo East Legon. That stretch of land or motorway no.
Yeah.
It was is there
green
for
belt. It's a green belt area.
Green belt.
Use microphone here, man.
It's a offended or yeah motorway extension. So by extension and or yeah green belt. Shaza why war. So I agree with you perfectly. They are more for one missing there. For the meantime, they can be there. But Abanaba, Tizam okay no system or the more the same system.
Under the only the say very difficult no. What they are doing is say omo ton at the ma on omo nfa ma omo dimu omo de ma baby say sa East Legon executives no and sa anko na omo no partnership. Those people are businessmen. So what don't say businessman no.
Has the law for the land changer? Because it changed the purpose of the land. The land is supposed to be a green belt. And the work of parliament, some brand this particular land area, no, you better tend to this area.
Yes, but we know, say law no. But me Bobie Ansah you find it difficult. Go Kroma Yeti.
Oh, that is the
problem. Your group your nipa go ha omonye politics.
Master, we fi there baby of Dunkuna just behind West Hills Mall.
Okay,
that area. Yeah. Could you believe that somebody got a court judgment? Completed story buildings about 16. If you have
no, that is an individual, but no, so we are buying. What do you say? Because for all you know, but for all you know, baby, anchor they can see. Over here, that's our stretch in the crown, and this need be so crown to be a man.
Oh, but that's not the issue. You are talking about law. You are talking about equity. You are talking about rule of law.
Can NDC execute this? Me, very worried.
Sometimes I agree with you because over the past years, we haven't shown that kind of teeth.
Yeah.
In TB Kasa, no, I a bit cautious. But the way things are, we can't to mensa. And you, we can't to mensa. I mean, once you done that, then said there, it now to come crap on the other person, Kasa.
Yeah. And gata do her. No more SC there, so gata.
Where are he?
Yes.
Edu John Shempa, you find difficult even to look at the road because we are blocked. I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing to ourselves? What are we doing
Simple.
to ourselves? What are we doing to ourselves? Into a very serious there. And the MPP were buying. They also set up a committee to look into the sale of lands in Greater Accra. They form a committee. Yes, what by no? What form a committee?
That's when they got all the lands.
Yeah, and some of the lands, how much do you think of one say? How much they form a committee. On your BBA, on your 1 year da. When they came, they formed a committee. They were sitting at the local government or one pan. That was what they were sitting. But this time, watching some.
And your friend say, fastest pace our money developing land. No, Yana say, and this bad. They can't do anything about it. You just
but President Mahamaka. And we are all holding to his word. And people of Ghana and Ghanaians are expectant. The corner work or the way you be about it. Ghanaians are very expectant. I mean, the moral fabric of the country, you know, it seems to be. The sorry to me, the
Omoyan a motorway no super, or they back the way now. Oh. I can't so a dining people baby or quinum.
The moral fabric.
They said a year friends say, Sanko for free zones. Also, more on Sasso, or they call the way barrier. Let's finish.
Exactly.
Oma cleaning
and go into the future. What is going to happen? Is a proper development. I think let's wait and see. 166 days. And I hope that the people of Ghana will make informed choices. But that notwithstanding, I know we want to come to the topic of, is the NDC ready?
Yes, I'll come back to that. All right, so quick comments here. A quick text message from a friend says, Bobie, so tell them they need to sanitize the judiciary first. I think so. Misuse send David the same message here. Then we have another message here. Okay, so Commander, during John Mahama's time as president, Kayas were properly trained in many skills, including seamstresses, and were given start-up kits and other support to resettle back home up north. This initiative was under the auspices of Nana Oye Bampo Gender Ministry. This training venue was directly opposite Agbogbloshi and around Dumont company area. In fact, Madam Lordina also gave some of those who passed out startup kits and support through the Lordina Foundation. So what Baumia did is just using his own people for political gains. All right, so this one is coming from another friend. Let me check other.
God wants fear now. If you want to
I ask some more. I tell you, Kaya was a week 3,000.
I mean, don't bro fool us. I mean, it's too bad. It's too bad. Yeah, maybe just across the street, I want proper Kaya you. Yeah. The Austria. That one video no. How many of them can carry the pan?
Na unim match video bi. How can we be able to reach him yet Kaya?
Yeah, so that.
No, how possible? Obi oti reach him. I did obeswa.
Yeah, I mean it's too bad. The deception is too bad.
No. But you see, even the deception does. And you know, me sometimes I sit back and say these guys are not clever. They are not clever.
Are you sure?
No, they are not. You see, they tried. Bob Marley said it. Also, you try to play smart but not being clever.
Yes. Okay.
You try to be smart.
Yeah.
Okay. If you are not clever, your smartness will rather expose you. Look at Baumia. Baumia Bokwe Kejire baby. Thinking there he will try to play smart. But within the smartness, no,
he's not clever.
No,
he's not clever. No, I agree with you.
Then you see the rather no, way no nechi ina will be some question pen or cheddar atuna test. You know, so you see. Look, these guys are always me.
So with this guy they are just being smart, but they are not clever.
No.
I mean, anyway. All right. So, Courage has sent me a message from Tema, a very good brother. Brother, good afternoon. He says Free Zone's frontage sold out. Free Zone mainland sold out. VRA land at Community 3 sold out. It's gone.
It's too much.
Hey.
And these are lands. Laws how to dispose of them. It is there on the sign.
Anyway, let me check on this, boss. There is a railway from Harbour to Valco. This morning we went to work and they told us that they have sold the railway to scrap dealers.
No.
Yeah, almost yeah. Scrap.
Locomotives
I don't know. And then almost okay, so all right. Okay, so let me leave this one out and hey, okay, so Lawyer Abbas Nuruddin charges at the new editor for Repair FM for tagging Okujeto Blackwa Asante. Kana Asante. Okay, so let me leave this one out and I mean check here. Madam for lecture Biwo Legon is sending me a message. Like Tego says, so who sold those lands to them? And yes, Omni Lands Commission yes Ejumano. Okay, Daniel says here, I've been asking this question all the time. If JM wants to deal with the MPP thieves, he must first clear all the Kufado judges and appoint competent ones so that they can deal with them. So anyway, they can afford that power. And I've heard NDC faithfuls asking, with the kind of judges or my paki womono when they are in opposition, can you deal with them? Anyway, Kumapi says they have scammed Ghanaians big time. All right, we have Kumapi say their slay queens will be simple. They have to clear the law court packed by MPP, led by Nanado and Baumia. Then we can move on. Neil Latte says, why are Gadangbe chiefs silent over the acquisition of these lands? Are the chiefs also accomplices? Land Cruiser, assassin no afa. I mean, and the Mullah says, Commander, their plan is to acquire more properties. So in the worst case scenario, they will still pocket some, even if the NDC government is Zibia on Benyabi. Yeah. I've heard Gabinum having that conversation. Is that they will do more. You take 40, they have 60. You take 60, they have 40. Anyway, Daniel says, please ask Uncle Adekoka how come he's a guy but speaks Fanti. Oh, okay. But Ghana's and Fantis, they it's a coastal line in there.
When you see the way he speaks Fanti, it's the same way me to speak Ghana. Because me, if I'm speaking Ghana, you never think I'm a Fanti.
I see.
You understand me? But if I'm speaking Fanti too, I stay my I speak my Fanti.
You speak your Fanti.
But I'm from Cape Coast.
Okay.
But the next, if any time I start speaking tree, you see that it's a Ghana speaking tree. My tree is a Ghana tree.
A mood too heavy for you. Which is okay. Anyway, so Maria Adams says, Bobie, without judicial overhauling, NDC can't even jail an ant, especially with this new CJ and the unanimous decision people. I think the NDC can set up something like a tribunal with ex-Supreme Court judges who can have the powers to judge corrupt cases and jail anybody found guilty. All right, so this is a suggestion coming from Maria Adam. Lami Zanza says we are not angry enough as citizens. Okay, so Andy Muller says, Commander, their plan is to acquire more. So I've touched on that one. Olivia Dan says, I can tell you that some Ghanaians are lazing up their boots to take a Kuford to court come 2025. Okay, we are waiting. Afredesiama Bodi says somebody appointed them, so JDM will also appoint his own. Anyway, now Kofi Simon says, don't worry, public defiance. That song will come to the owners. You know, see another big issue. Recently, Magdan Edin Komo, I had the opportunity to talk to him on phone. He called me, and I'm a catcher. Obusam say me penasem, and I'm say, Magdan, it's never true. I don't like you. It's never true. In any case, I don't like you for one reason. But I think Enyemanu Awama MPP for you is too much. I told him on phone. Me catch no. Say Enyemanu Awama and me busa say Magdan. Young father say me memory serve me right. Unyes can san MPP bapawa. Now you Magdan. And this for and make us some the resources. Why didn't you stay in your lane and do your business and enjoy your life and go away? Then so the one be born crofo we got been match more game we mu. And even your nice friends in NDC, you are losing them because omo do di boni bebre. I was with him on the phone and he couldn't say anything. The problem we have is that say yeah media for any opportunity to talk to them. We rather go and beg for money. So when Magdan called me, he think I was coming to beg for money. Bobie, we need to sit down. I'm so Magdan, it's never true. But I raise serious issues. Actually, and I said, look, and you're fine. It's not nice. I said no, and this blah blah blah. And I said, well, we'll be at the toast, and I'm there. Call me baby, because I don't have that time to come and beg you for pickup. And I said, it's not like I have it. I don't have it. And then it's not like when you give me, I won't take it. But you see, when you are running the country down bad, so bad that would do be abonne. And last week, Nobi catch him say, trade fair no only be apartments.
You trying to say
oh, I did rolling CC what Pana Fest.
Yes, it was every country will maybe a trade fair.
Oh,
so if anything, we have to redevelop it into a very beautiful. But look at what has happened.
Oh, I got the idea. You know, almost my shocked.
Sometimes,
when say Sunyane and honorable dear Groko Sunyane, so ya check. There was this school nearby Sunyane Airport, near government school, my refugee school. Almost Tom will be almost Busku Nagu at the hostel. A basic school, government school, almost Buogu at the hostel. I'm in Kolane J school. And anyway, Vivian Opon says will be a please if power comes. NDC JM should make sure they fix the Supreme Court. That is where the problem will come from. Okay, Kumapi says, Commander, it is funny. It is funny. Let me check this one. It is funny when these MPP think they are smart but not intelligent. Their new plan is to open foundations and watch their stolen monies that they have stolen and give it to donors. Then the donors will give it back to them through the foundation. Okay, so they steal the money, they give it to some donors sitting somewhere, they set up a foundation, then the donors will bring back the money to them through the foundation. You see? Yes, about me, I fundraising now too. The only caller didn't know Biaba. They say a big deal. Sir Tony says the day Anemia Boa, former CJ will be dragged to court, that day will come to Ghana. And Ghana bear the greetings from Denver. Okay, so Danity says first, CJ will resign after changing government, because if JM decide not to chase the CJ, we the grassroots will chase the CJ. Okay, John Mensah says CJ must go. JM bar CJ no so body ma. Now Michael Johnson says Indotech, Gifex were some of the things that went on at trade fair. and it's no more. Isaac Netes says, good afternoon, boss. All right, good afternoon. We have Daniel Duye. Commander Gamanche must lead the guns to occupy the trade fair lands. The nonsense must stop. Now, Rao says, list for Minister of Reclamation. And he can listen where they go back. How papa. Prosper Mensah will be my regards to Honorable Ade. JDM used to call him political Messi in football. All right, so, and the Mullah says, guys, don't forget JDM has said he will set up a commission and a commission that holds same powers like the Supreme Court. So let's vote massively and leave the rest for JDM. Obey. Kwame Nikwe says MPP, the notorious criminals party. Then it says political judiciary. That is what we need. Abraham Mensah says good afternoon. Say okay. Afro Harrison is here with us. Alexa Paul Bobie. We are monitoring your show this afternoon. Thank you. Black Eye MPP. SL Mine Keke. We have a Duaman Kwas Bobie. They are using all the money stolen into this real estate development because they can't keep the dollars in their homes. So, Charlie, I didn't do so. Okay, so one message from a lecturer from Legon. Now, mommy, let me check. Okay, so Dr. Obed. Oh, I'll send him a message. Very crucial. Yeah. Oh. Okay, so I'll say the policy of Baumia building hostels for Kayais and training them is counterproductive. This will rather promote rural urban migration. Why not they rather go to the northern and rural areas and develop the place by providing infrastructure and employment opportunities there? So, very on point. May I disagree with Sir idea of let them come, then we go there, develop the place.
That is why in the constitution, all the regions should be equally developed.
Yeah.
Migrating them all the way from north. This
Pacho, you should microphone.
Migrating all the and when you go out, when they go back, at a certain stage, they have to go back.
Yes.
And they go back with nothing. I was listening to you when I was coming. Yeah. One lady said they promised to give them 1,000.
No, when we are training now, they give some of them 1,000 cedis and 500 to start business. What kind of business?
What kind of business? Right. And where they are coming from. You should know the kind of economic structure and that particular place. Those places they are more into farming and those so you set up farming and processing factories for them so that it will make them stay there, like what the lecturer is saying.
Yeah.
But when they come and carry pans. And what do they? Then you are now even creating hostel for them to come and stay in. So you are encouraging them to come go and say, oh, if you know about many baby other. So you are encouraging them. So what are you doing for them? Into the idea, because we read politics and everything. All these things are political gimmicks. Look at the whole, but Misuse hosted like what you saw over the weekend before this graduation.
Challenge.
And I ask myself, have they forgotten about NAPCO? The same rule book. The same rule book. NAPCO.
Yeah.
The same thing. Then we have graduated. We have employed these people.
The same thing.
Where is NAPCO now? Amaguno. And so these people are mostly more graduate to. Which industries are you going
to? The same template.
The same template.
It's so amazing.
No. So I keep asking myself, like Shatta said, they think they are smart, but they are not clever.
When you say for the first time, and then I Shatta mame the real definition of who they are. Yeah. Because sometimes when I think that they're only criminals, but they are playing smart, but they are not clever.
No.
They are not clever.
No. And within just what's the training for 1 month? What can you learn in 1 month? Seriously speaking, don't forget that. Excuse my language.
Yeah.
The IQ of these people, are probably very low.
No, but even bring a professor there to teach him something different. How can he use 1 month to absorb? 1 month to absorb.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I mean, we tickle ourselves and laugh. And that is what is happening. And it's not good for us.
May Obi catch him because, Uncle, they are not able to tell us the amount of taxpayers' money they are pumping into that policy.
Yeah. Because nobody has the question. Obi and Bisa question.
What I say, they are not telling us that this is the amount that we are pushing. Okay, so say amount saying that we push here. If indeed and truly, kaya you for now say now they more be to start the program.
Another way of siphoning money.
Another way of siphoning. They are just stealing us. That's all. They are just stealing us. Okay, so Mariam says Bawumia has no balls to appoint his own running mate. The Chebi Mafias are holding it. Chai. A vote for Bawumia, a vote for the Lawrence Akpanya says, I bet you Bobie Akufo-Addo has to go to jail for wasting our taxpayers' money, digging just a mere hole and wajahona amnandaho. And Atete says Bawumia is visionless. All he does is to cry for fasti anamame to say Boswemi and sa akola bia open for anum. Anyway, political power is a serious issue, and we don't need babies like Bawumia. Christian Edu Johnson says, I hope when NDC comes to power, the pastors and the so-called neutrals will be quiet as they are doing now. Mary says, I have confidence in JM that he can change the narrative. And that is what we are all looking for. Live on Accra 100.5. And that Commonwealth bidding is so simple. How prepared is the NDC for election 2024? Message and protecting the people's vote. Because me chiri kakra. And you must be a nocturnal human beings kakra. And normally uko impotemo, especially mikroma santimampo. When you talk to somebody, and ya santinisia on to about mind this year, omuni problem. The first you busao will be a JDM ko to amanama kwe wiano. So what is it? Omre dodo. When you go to Ashanti region, say so onu obi kura kasa oni that oh yes on your better NDC but was I busa no won tim me kona okotokura obi enu obe protect ade no okotokura no obi ba beboa obi enu a obe and those things festa ewon kura na se Akufo-Addo de obe wiem ama Akufo-Addo de obe wiem minim NDC ni bi wo voter region ka chem so no onya de obekwa akoto 2024 because they are prepared also on for MPP form ka kire no see ye be wiamo and now the MPP for boys can openly we will steal from you then a put fear in the voters no say any who here kra say because nipa no be wi adia me kwa ye dey. We are coming to discuss that live in Accra 100.5. I'll be back.
Sumrika Emra Bills was here. If you say, Asumja Wunya Wayam, Bosia Bonshaya Hudie, Educhum, Obi Bia Waye, and it made dear Biara Woody. Bills will be Bimao. Won't hear Susu, won't hear Awa. Nana here no national ID card. Ain't it to Sumrika Frayan was 0302-200-390 and 0596-920-833. Kai say, on Mansika Krobia Batan. Bank of Ghana and Sawo Bills microcredits Jumedimu. Bills Uposia Bohon Adamfo. Kai say Jumedi in Shishaka Crown.
Hey, say the Mako who Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Me who credit me, say and Unti Nomania Award, a word bestie. Obian Transit Emma Dumpemia, the Cassa, and Asim Boya, the Encanon to them.
Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. A son you want to say, near Crow Etuno, near Anchor, Awanum. Obana bemo pawo. Any enyaruan kaye.
Nancy ma meka se and spinal cord ho ekaye no. Greenfield Adarumenti and was astrology and also APM.
Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Our ultramodern laboratory and a diagnostic machine sir. Ashishedi pediadi mo ankasa. Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Our Nungwa Dogon Estate Junction. Last stop. Frewa 0243 983 906 and 0261 651 898.
Greenfield.
God is our healer.
Greenfield.
Your last stop.
I believe. Think about it. You can either go out to watch one game at your local and pay for the bumpy, stuffy ride there. Then the food. Then the drinks with a 12,000% markup. And a new team jersey because some drunk spilled red wine all over you. Or you can pay once right on your phone and watch 42 live Premier League games over a whole month. For unbeatable value for money entertainment, there's only one way to go. Go TV. Love it.
Where and member you don't know, and me and Yahuade, and Yahuade, and your member drew, and you think a band may be a here, and to four and yet to four, and you'll be a penny to Tombia, and chemical shops, pharmaceuticals, and they have our shops beer. I will gonna handle beer. And I said, Frey, I was 0243 686861, and I 0245 749206. Sankatwe, FDA Fajatu, Kaise, Tabia Takumia, Bembia Takum.
Not recommended for lactating mothers, pregnant women, and children under 15.
Think about it. You can either go out to watch one game at your local and pay for the bumpy, stuffy ride there. Then the food. Then the drinks with a 12,000% markup. And a new team jersey because some drunk spilled red wine all over you. Or you can pay once right on your phone and watch 42 live Premier League games over a whole month. For unbeatable value for money entertainment, there's only one way to go. Go TV. Love it.
Ghana for any abroche for Sabana Sase any a dine tomwa Royal Chapter Property Group Limited. I the game changer. Esanse Obibia onu omediga enya ne ho ahotoso. Enti se eye woni swade hunu se obeto asase ana efie de. Bomodin ase oni Royal Chapter Property Group Limited. And ebini sawoso. One more one and afei 2 expandable bedroom houses are. One more ton for kra. Afei one more sasia e wo teacher manteno. Still one more gusu a one more ton. E ben police station no. One more twitwa no 70 by 100 and a 35 by 100 full plot and a half plotter one more ton and the ama Ghana for any abroche for nyina one say we building materials was site will be able to menya bi ade aye na djuma enti Ghana for any abroche for so we hwe nim say obeto asase and a efie de with flexible payment terms no obetumi enya bi our Royal Chapter Property Group Limited frewamo our +233 256 515 862 Ana +233 591 010 337. Ana +233 256 700 831. Ana +44 750 887 1235. Royal Chapter Property Group Limited. Start a new chapter in your life.
Give us P capsules. A memory. Manum bia ben memua. Kanim betutu ya na minkuma boa sese de. Betu esa kum benia G. Give us P capsules. Give it to me, baby. Give us core capsules so e. E man meme nyina akoko yade. Sisi yade amamanya yem timotete wo mo no. Yedru no no. Manum bi amama de me ho. Give us core capsules. Misuse mo ye din. Give us core capsules. I give it to you, baby. You give it to me. Oh yeah. Hey, give us no. A man need ya bebusiemu papa. Na bema ka give us P capsules. And ni give us core capsules bomunum dia. Na eni jeni ahode no. Wabrudo. Give us P capsules. And men me wadi ifie du watwede kronkwan na efa. Give us core capsules. A painful abatan one more menufo ne nkwada wo ne ifie du mienu nka ho. E wo drugstore bia motofonko Give us Herbal Center. Teshi mobile. And na Teshi Adriami. Phone numbers 0543 222 470 and 050 68
FDA AJ Edwedi Nkratui Atu.
incoming president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, flag bearer, Zima National Democratic Congress. Also, Zinchemo Bibera, Orite Democracy. Seshara, Ekayem, Maniganama, Grata Shishene, economy, Awatu to our pants. In education system, I was say, friends and family government are all called the current administration. Ahocher, Mechaha Shepa, all called a shepenin, Afraba, Obibiera, Osgana, yes, with the Ahochena dos. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say, when you ameni our everything crap to Yerika Bob, they are build Ghana together. Osemohwehwe fi wa anye de Buana support in the campaign for 2024 election. JM 2024. Osemohwehwe fi wa anye de Nsabaka NDC good governance card in it. Good governance card ya kada eje was there support JM 2024 campaign. Good governance card odidido entima wusikanye ma wa hozirebo tuma na wo so aje was. One saw one peda waji good governance card. When this is 40, 30, 10 citizens so. About to abo short code *248* 6 hash. Now also ascend was it. Good governance card. After that, Johnson support to JM 2024. About to a friend 0534 000 261 and now 0531 033 503 and now 050 982 3400. You can on internet to do www.ndcgoodgovernancecard.com. Mayan Kambom, they am build Ghana together with John Dramani Mahama. Nyaminsha.
All right, so we are back here live on Accra 100.5 Citizen Show on Benya FM in Elmina and on West End FM Ewo Elembele. Top Choco si and Cancer Ghana for so top choco chocolate spread and no more 3-in-1. 3-in-1 no was it the Ohianu so here? Bibia fine. And yet now na most sabia gu infanade milk nesi infanade sugar nesi ana ye longer do. But a yet top choco chocolate spread nedia. Anu so ne de pa o de fabro do mo ya na nkwada pe a mpani so pe na emampomden papa and they say when you top choco me woni say obekwa akwaje ode o se from mo e was 0243 033 033 on sabetimi aka womo na mwadi nkomo Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic omna de bright soja capsules and bright garlic plus capsules aba na de woman say one more been pa to 2018 awards kese adwumadie ewiase nyina world best herbal clinic omo na gie omo sai ewo world class ambulance services yenna ma Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic ujira ne national oye brane amount for from was 0243 983906 omo ayenungwa adogon last stop estate junction adogon and one be more every. Okay, so we are back here. Serious business, serious moments with serious people. NDC preparation towards the election 2024. In message and in protecting Ghana for votes. How prepared? Last week in NDC, or more a campaign team. And thank God we have former regional executive and former parliamentarians here. So definitely there are certain things they will know we can't know. And how are they prepared towards this election? We have how many? How many days?
166 days.
We have 166 days to go. So close.
Very close.
So close. So close.
Ikrafuse Ashe Usukefe.
Ashe 8th fellow.
8th fellow.
One by two race course. No. You share horse racing.
May 2008.
Now, also your fellow be a friend of the 8th fellow. Until we do 8th fellow now, I just say home stretch.
Oh, okay.
I said we call 400 meters.
Okay.
200 meters.
Kind of sad there.
Until your fellow 8th fellow.
Okay.
That's what they call Usukef. Usukef. That time you see where the When baby has risk on war.
Oh,
baby almost
international conference.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Charlie. What's that?
Oh, stadium war.
Stadium, I know there.
Oh, Benisa. At your wedding, careful no. Never the winning, sir.
So, finish no.
I honor, we are rider. Horse no. Umfa and fucking no. What did Chenny, sir?
I see. Anyway, so Another, let me start with you.
Yes.
How prepared is the NDC for election 2024 in message and in protecting the people's votes?
Sometimes, I like to go back to history. So, BBR, I evaluate what happened a certain period of time. In this moment of time, the most hard elections and this we went through was 2008 when we were bringing Professor Mills to power. And that time, you remember that elections, you remember 3 times. Presidential elections, okay?
Yeah.
3 times.
2008.
2008.
Yeah, I remember.
And that time, you can see the hunger on the faces of NDC4. The fear. You are talking about somebody saying that there is no fear. MPP for somebody and Usha that time campaign in the caliber of people are only campaign the caliber of Professor Mills Nankasa the way ordinary share campaign. And you can see that NDC was hungry for power because everybody was on board. That time we have been in opposition from 2000 to 2001 to 2008.
Yeah.
So NDC was hungry
to change the narrative. Not hungry for food.
No.
But to change the
win
narrative.
Power. So MPP. Say, no. I mean, they tried it, but they couldn't. Most of those people are running 2008, 2012 election, 2020. They are alive today. They are alive today. They are alive today. And that is where we should now be focusing. I believe there. NPP are saying because Omusha fire in NDC, that revolutionary fire is diminishing.
Why? If only it's so, why?
Why? Because if MPP has got the audacity to tell Bombe you are. But that's why I'm saying that we need to revisit what we did in 2008, 2012, 2020 and see what is missing in the link. And I believe that on your BBN able to matna television, radio.
Yeah, of course. Debbie. Oh, I need it.
And BBN, but vibes are mutual. I hope people are getting the gist of it.
Yeah.
It's about time we brought everybody on board. Shatter in France, man. I remember time all your election. Hey, only a Kwabena Boni didn't know. As a mobile on your joke. And so many places, 2008, 2020, a Greater Accra, Lejekuku, certain constituencies. It was the joke. 2008, Weja, Bawe. When people were in vehicle chasing ballot boxes and people were all the a lot of people now don't seem to have institutional memory. They don't seem to have institutional memory. Weja, we were chasing ballot boxes because they were running out. They have stolen. They were midnight too. Midnight, people should go back to radio. I don't know where you were, radio go. Where there was even live.
2008.
Yeah.
Where was with Asempa?
To live coverage, if you remember. Live coverage.
Yeah.
What my live, the ballot, and the people were chasing. Because that NDC was hungry for power. So we should go back to institutional memory. That is what we are failing to do. And bring everybody on. I
don't want to see this person.
No! Those faces, that is why when MPP sees that, they get scared. They get scared. It's very, very important. I'm speaking from emotion.
I know.
Because if we fail this time, President Mahama has done so well. He has sacrificed himself.
And part in once more, Ghana, the records are there.
So why don't we bring everybody on board? There should be something called division of labor. Division of labor.
Yeah.
You should identify that there's something called division of labor. And get people on board. I can sit here and mention names that I'm not saying.
Maybe I'm not here to want the quiet.
You see, so quiet to know. And I too quiet.
I agree.
I am too quiet.
I agree.
Let me tell you now.
I agree. Because even in football, you need some names to put fear in your opponents.
Exactly.
When you say play away, next match no Bobie,
that's right.
But you let your supporters go out there. Hey, assume you don't quite psychologically. Yeah.
So very important that we must be ready. Now we do home stretch, but the home stretch you have to look at the jockeys and the horses that are coming.
Yeah,
very important. The jockey and the horses that are coming, and when they line up and you see them, you dare not. What fear? And for me, you know, Ghanaians are ready for change. Change itself is changing. Changing and also now it's change that wants to change itself. But we need the force to push that change. We need the force to put that change. So I'm saying that NDC, the good people of Ghana, are looking up to us. And readiness means that you go and see the old woman in the room. That is, you go back to basics. When we see the Yomwe tell that as for the kaka, no, let's remove the kaka before we go there. You remove the kaka with pliers, and then we move on. It's very, very important. But if you are just going to play this Chaskele game that we are playing, then we end up, these people will have the audacity to say they'll bully us. But not all of us, you can bully.
Because I was shocked with even Tama, throw the new voters registration. No. As of 2016, around February, March, now your NDC near Kwabena koye campaign krana ehum.
That's right.
Because amount for per
exactly.
But MPP in 2024 still have the audacity. Now it's a way to attack NDC
before their governance.
Yeah, guys, I saw when that they have the audacity because and Yema Omayan say Mona Moyem Hafa and can this team in Kwabena campaign. Dabi Kra Mika 2016 I did quite a Nyamapo Yempu to put NDC flag in your car, you are scared. But look at what they have in a field day. So I'm saying that let us go back to brass tracks.
Let us revisit our revolutionary tendencies. Let us also go and see that who are missing in the plugs, who are missing the holes. Right? This idea that I don't want to say this, but anybody coming is coming to help. It's not coming to usurp your authority. Because you give the authority.
But I think now in NDC that is the fear. Obama baby, no, or Benjamin Shine. I think that is the current problem.
And I think it's not the best. We will win this election. Come with me. God is on our side. But in the Bible, we say God help those who then
do help
themselves. God help those who help them. And so we must, as a matter of urgency, have a clarion call. A clarion call. Don't just sit down that, oh, everything is on a silver platter. No. These guys are diabolical. And JM has proven beyond reasonable doubt. Beyond reasonable doubt.
Yeah.
That you look at his record, his track record, you look at his, I mean, JM can say Fastia Numami. And I'm a mate. No. He has told us 24-hour economy, what we can do, what he's going to do. I mean, in terms of digitalization, what he's going to do. He has said so many things. And the people of
healthcare
Ghana,
policy,
everything. These people have said nothing. But they had the audacity to be telling us because they look at sometimes and say, oh, NDC, they are not biting. And that's what I'm looking for. And there are people who can bite. Let's bring everybody on board. That will make us ready. Look, Greater Accra. Look at Okoboy having the audacity to have confidence and we work in the constituency as if he has won it. And I'm not saying it. I mean, you remember the last time I came here, I thought I was going to beat him.
Yeah.
Remember that?
2020.
Remember, he was the incumbent, and you were telling me that
it's not possible.
And I told you we'll get him out. Look at the record, the seats that we took from them. You know, so in campaign, like my brother said earlier on. In campaign team, you look at people who have won election and won. People who have, because they
personally, your friend Panija or no one can confirm that.
I confirmed that. When Satawale were running election, Fansma. So this man must
this
man has not been made. This man,
I didn't even lose the election.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I just decided not to contest again.
So this man must be seen in Central Region leading a campaign. Don't say, oh, when I bring him, he's going to usurp my. No, he want to score an own goal. No.
But maybe the advice need the because the people there, are equally good like him.
So. You see,
advice.
You see, and
same quite anyway.
Nampi is some quite. And the man quite near there. Koto woman, woman, no man quano, and the you understand? It's very important because we can't afford.
Which means you need to show a posture.
The blazing guns, the tankers in NDC are there. Plenty. Tankers. Plenty. When they were about unwell Christian soldiers. Echo war at the bazooka. In the AK-47. In the bombardier. And when you are front line,
what the Arsenal
front line, this is do and die. But when we start looking at faces, so this one there, I don't want to see his face. is a bad thing that we should quickly go back to
the basics.
We've got 166 days. And I remember Margaret Thatcher also, one day is a long time in politics. One day.
And you remember to be a sinner. You have no clue.
We have no clue. So, Bobie, we must be ready. You ask whether we are ready.
Yeah.
So we must be ready. And the blazing guns are there. Blazing guns are there. So as a party, those who are there, those who have got they should sit down, revisit, look at it, and see where the pitfalls are, and quickly fill the pitfalls. Because we must win the election. We mustn't disappoint GM. We mustn't. Any agenda that anybody has got for 2028 must be shelved. It must be shelved.
And do you think, Simon?
Oh, my friend, plenty of people have got agenda 2028. It must be shelved. You say it as it is. Nobody will grind your balls. Our focus is we must make JM win the election. These agendas must stop.
I see.
Very important, because the party NDC is a party that most Ghanaians are on the heart of most Ghanaians. Some of us joined as far back as 1994. A whole lifetime.
Yeah.
The party. And we must make sure the party succeeds. We must be ready. GM has suffered a lot. And you're talking about posterity. He's alive. But posterity has already judged him. Posterity has already judged him.
Health records, education sector, the economic indicators.
Recently, I saw something on the video. A lady who said he went to UGMC, and she showed me the room that I didn't even know that there was a 5-star hotel in the UGMC. I was shocked. Esther, 2 days ago, I saw that the Ayalolo buses have been rebranded.
Yeah.
And we're taking them to Liberia.
Yeah. So go crazy.
Crazy. So we have got a good record to run this 2024 election. But for Christ's sake, let's bring everybody on. I know that only one person can occupy a certain position at any given moment of time. But then you bring your trailers along. Ube can say handbag.
Yeah.
You bring your handbags along. So, I say a word to the wise.
Is it not enough? I'll come back. Okay, so Tamimu Rufai says we supported MPP in 2016, and this time around we are not going to help them. Robert Azu says the Azoka boys must come back. They need to just get them back on track. And the Mulas Commander Chairman did not send any response to your question. He was just advising people to come together. God, don't vote anyway. Anyway, and the Mulas now, Agbaso's Commander, please, over here in Shire Hills, about 2/3 of the population is not having voters ID. So how can we vote? Majority 2 are for JM, and they must work on it, okay? Danny T says, those fighting for 2028 are traitors, vampires. Set your eyes on them on the D-Day. Now we have Tamimu here. All right, so Moro Mott says will be asked the NDC if they have plan B. MPP's plan is to disrupt the power and communication during the elections. The internet will be greatly affected, so NDC cannot transmit their votes. MPP will then feed the numbers to the EC to declare them winners. All right, so that's another angle. Ibrahim Adams says Ghanaians also have to defend their votes, not only NDC to protect. Not only NDC people are in difficulty, but every Ghanaian. And Ibrahim Adams, that is the most laziest excuse that Mitis NDC can have a problem. Uko preska Bosnia koye campaign say obeye national chairman, secretary, whatever, regional chairman. Uko loan akoye no himself asudie da also. And the ordinary Ghanaian on one Namkajetiano, a friend is Ibrahim Adams is here. And this is Winia, a big crown 8 years Ninano, what chairman Krawunya. So those who home Kobo Bosnia Bebe campaign is somewhere, they should just lead the charge. So Rollins Crown 1979 say, Yenani Brent will be Anya the Obeya, and Kawunya and this Muntra. Obi, and I'm sorry. And then when you be a friend NDC. So sometimes you must learn to lead the charge. That's all. Anyway, Dr. Ansah's command that this is not the time to fuse in sentiment. We saw some of them, and yet the delegates choose others. So if they mean what they are saying, they don't need to be called to work. They can work in their own corner. All right. So Kwedu says JDM will meet the media and the Ghanaian journalist on 7th July to address the nation with answer and solution and vision that he has for the country. All right. So Olivia Dan says, what are they also doing to rekindle the spirit? Now, I am afraid. Okay, so let me leave this one out. Na Mankobia also is here with us on Facebook. Now, because 2020, we did not open our eyes. This time around, as Anchor Day say, we must open our eyes and fight them. Shaibu, third chairman, and not wait until he is called. He should just join the train. Ramsom Nyano says, boss, I don't agree with you. Ghanaians need to protect their votes because Ghanaians election, not NDC election. I can't tell you say Ghanaians election. No, all right. So we are here. Back in the studio. Mame Emma. Okay. So Mame, let's catch there. Hello. Oh, Maluzi. Mamema Liso Akwaba. Liso Akwaba. Namema Minia Mensa Thompson. Akwaba. Boko de Minia. I'm say Afi Yashia studio.
Debbie.
This year.
Debbie.
Hey. I'm not cool. Cow bomb Yashim.
Debbie.
Anyway, okay. But I'm not back to Shatta. So Shatta, back on this conversation. Whether the NDC is prepared for election 2024, message-wise, then protecting the people's votes. But quick one. Hello.
Hello.
Aja. Yes, we are fan form.
My phone.
Allah, will you? Send about phone so.
500.
Hey, 5 me.
Them.
5 me.
Last week, Friday, I'm targeted 1,000, 2,000 about.
This week, I'm boom. Oh, anyway, congrats. Cause one join the CMG sketch there, why? Na ebebu pa. Yes, that's okay. So yeah, star 413 hash, CMG sketch there. Ubo, all the 5 cities. Neto raffle no to boss star 413 hash na abun say bema options na edwa shase option 1 class FM then you start from there. On our corner, Sikano be bring or to Chrome atom waje. And a bomb one, I be good phone so. Nobody say go come behind a bomb chilka na any good one. But Sata, so that is the discussion.
Yeah, message wise, me today NDC message the will be. I mean, looking at in summer, I'm paying that or by BG, I'm paying biom waka like the 24-hour economy, like free primary health care. As I say, then to in a series of things. Message the will be. Yeah. Because I will just watch any NDC communicator in any of the major networks. If they go there, they don't flop because when somehow or other worker, what I say.
Yeah.
So when it comes to message, we have the message. You understand me? We have the message, and MPP has made our message, creating messages easier because more born to the level say like where they've taken the country to know. Oh, it makes people really understand now because posterity is just is at play now.
Yeah.
And apart from that, now it's not only posterity. Posterity is doing its work, and super incompetency too has made that posterity thing like more visible, renounced. Yes. Inti Amama, our message is clear to Ghanaians. But the thing is, look, Obi Kanasem, this election is ours to take. Obi Kanasem today, Olumambio in the mission of village, we know say, honorable, Ibadina Muye because yeah, I today NDC yet today, me village how. And them said me village and why then I also there, ye village ano, abra what the electricity, what the treatment in a year. Nobody fought for electricity. Into young we are in there was electricity able to into young with their power in them anymore, but we were not able to tap into the power because of us infighting and that kind of thing. Into mamunye them cannot let me say oh, at least for now they are no we are united. We are fighting the war as a unit. As a battalion, you know, we are fighting the war as a battalion. So we are going to make sure that all the Yebiano, na in Kunyimizin or Yedi. You are talking about protecting our ballot. I just want to sit here and assure most Ghanaians say their votes are going to be protected. We've done it before and we can do it again. We've done it before and we can do it again. We've seen, I mean, people pulling guns on us. But master, the gun does, I don't fear gun. You understand me? So it's in Yeme Bebriohwa. We've done it before. Look, like Ade was saying, look, 2008, the intimidation, this one, there's no intimidation now. The intimidation was something else, master. Look, if you go to some places, it could be there. They look at you, NDC. If you don't have the heart, you run away. But there, they realize that we are unfazed. Unfazed crowd. Look, wherever we stand. We were not moving, and that is the spirit all of us we want to see back in the people who are playing the front role. You understand me? If you have that, and yeah, I mean we are on the right track, but at the end of the day, everybody should be brought on board. Everybody. Don't say that. You see, sometimes somebody was saying there, say in Kenyan you can always find a way of, yeah, you can find a role, but you see, this is like we were talking about political jostling. At the end of the day, it can't be Nejuma or Bekada Nejuma. It can't be Nejuma, but Ejuma no draw so. You see, but Ejuma Funo Sa. Bible kind of masterman. The harvest is bountiful, but the harvesters or the laborers are few. But if yesterday, yet the regime everywhere will go. Look, a human one could tell to me, and think would be a yedin no yebi. As I say, and when it comes to the ballot protection, master, believe you me, look, me, I saw what happened in 2020, but when I realized it, it was too late. I couldn't do anything, especially in the central region.
I see.
When I realized that this is the game they are playing, in most of the constituencies, I can't vote in a way. So it's something I made a party for. There, look, next time let's look at this. Let's look at this. As I say, men can't radio do, but let's look at this. Let's look at this. Ama Ochina, the margin why they will see you. So I'll promise Ghanaians that their votes are going to be protected. Some of us are going to protect the vote with our blood, even if we have to pour them. As I say, me today, like the 2-prong message, we are cool with that. At least everywhere we go now, at least with them if you tell them what you can do, because and secondly, so you can't do any more promises. Master, the way I love the way JM is going with his campaign, because you go and do because these people have make nonsense of the word promise. As I say, LPP have made nonsense of the word promise. So if you bring the word promise somewhere, say, why it became promise or father promise? You understand me? The word promises and what you shall say, you see, but if you look at the kind of things at JM America, there are things that were all look, JM is not saying new thing. Take our 2020 manifesto and look at it properly.
Yeah.
Everything that he's saying was in the 2020 manifesto that Ghanaians didn't take their time to read.
And everybody was crying out 1 year in 2016 before leaving office.
Yes.
So the evidence is no.
Evidence is there, clear. Look, let's go to Cape Coast right now. What monument can you tell me the MPP came the way? Why the MPP was it? Tell me one. But me, I can. But master, last time you came to Cape Coast, you see the way I was walking in Cape Coast. I was walking in Cape Coast like Nana Kwesate's first son. No, because anytime I go to, I walk in Cape Coast freely with pride, because I can walk. I can tell you that we have a message. So at the end of the day, we don't need to either ask for Kanyana, either they to do. The shine won't come, as I say. But we have to go there. We have to go out there and make sure, this election, is ours to lose. So if we lose this election, that's MPP. But touch wood, that one is not going to happen, because Ghanaians will never, ever forgive us if we sit down and these guys play whatever game, whatever game they have. No, master, I want to tell them we have a superior game. They don't know, because we will make noise. You see, when it comes to Takashi, some of us went through that school of hard knocks. Takashi ni yetasi. You understand me? Now look, me catch a penny be one day be there. MPP for what there? Obi Ochucheti so strange enua. That is MPP. When say hey, no Dranepe, they will chase you to the When we say hey, no Dano who can say hey. Once I can hey too, nakume too. But we have to face them, play their game with them, but already they know we have a superior tactics. I mean, listen to them. Those times, if you listen to Kennedy Japan, them talking now, NDC, all they are is election winning machine. Election winning machine. So where is the election winning machine that they've been talking about? Where is it? They know we have that thing. Where is it? There. This is the time we have to fully activate our election winning machine that these people know we have. No, let's reactivate it. Everybody should come on board. Let's move as a unit. You understand me? Me, about whatever is going to happen to somebody, what I don't give about it. Yeah. But at the end of the day, don't hear in there. Yebeji in mind if the MPP wants him. Magana, Nasum, why there? Why doing? Because I can't stay. No. Let me use Kofi Kumsin. No. I can't sleep. I can't sleep with another 4 years under this. No. I can't sleep. I can't sleep. It will be terror. It will be terror because they'll realize that Ghanaians are fools. Because with all this evidence, with all this corruption, with all this stealing, and Ghanaians will give them another mandate. Buy. Then now we should be getting ready that they are going to sell the whole country there. I say. Seriously speaking, Ghanaians when you are there do papa. Ghanaians when you are da NDC for. And I want to promise those people who think that and now who feel that we might not be able to protect their vote, to tell them there they should be rest assured. This is not what Yenye I say. And we are going to do it again. As I say, with all vim and vigor. You understand me? Yeah. Inti Commander, hold on. You see the soldiers when the time comes for us to go to the battlefield, you will see the soldiers. The soldiers are there. Not soldiers in quotes.
I understand.
Yeah, the soldiers are there.
That word is it's militant in nature.
Yeah.
And the Kufodo use the word militant. So we have soldiers.
No, some people are feeble-minded. You are maybe, but master, what Asma Mepedamica in there? We have the militancy in us, and that militancy is not there though. Some of the old people have gone, yes, but the kind of what the training here, no, it is still in us. Somebody will see somebody and think that this guy is some gentleman. The gentleness is not stupidity. His gentleness is for face show, but when it comes for him to protect himself, then you see the proper adrenaline running through a man. Me, all I say there, they should be rest assured. Some of us are going to train boys. We are going to make sure we arm them with everything that they need, like intellect, whatever they need to protect our ballot boxes. We are going to do that. That one, some of us, we don't need the party. We don't need the chairman of the party or the general secretary to call us to do it. Because in my little enclave, if I do it, Ade does it in his little enclave. Somebody does it in his little enclave now. In Kakan collectively, then we win the election. The election there we've won. Let me tell you, you know me. I play with a lot of MPP boys. Yeah. I mean, sometimes they will come to me, Charlie boss. Charlie be like this. You put the come on. So if you position yourself, I say, I don't need to position myself. Let me win the election first, then I'll position myself.
To rescue the country, no,
I say me, I am not important too. Me, I am not important. I am not important. You people made sure that you collapsed my business. I didn't care. I mean, but still, me koba. I didn't move. All right. They told me, somebody saw me and told me when they won the election in after the 7th January swearing in that I have to go. No, but we went a day before. We have to be there. So as we are exiting, they are coming. The guy looked me straight to the face. What's Aquinas? I will mean him there. They made you me. Why I would say. you see what I will do. And truly, to his words, when they came, less than 6 months, no, they give me a letter that they can't renew my license to do that work, blah, 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 blah. Baby, yeah, the hustle up and down. But you see, because me, I didn't listen to advice. It can be say advisor, it can maybe I wouldn't have invested in that area. But me, somebody told me, there, look, Aquinas, you are a politically exposed person. Go into manufacturing, go into farming, go in something that have nothing to do with any government attachment. BBC, once you have to go back and get your license, they will hold you. But you know, these people are very vicious. Like me, when I was a regional minister, sometimes I will be in parliament. MPP, they will call me, the boys, they will, MP, so they will come to me. Oh, honorable, neba girl no, the school be one Fatima girls, the school be one Wesley girls, and that kind of thing. Oh, as a regional minister, at least I had a little cloud. So I will call, oh, madam, this. It will go through. I will not even talk. Look, they come to funerals in Cape Coast, and me in my house, the residency, where they come there. That is where we all sit and eat. Because me, I see politics as different ideas, especially those of us at the university. There was nothing like TESCON. There was nothing like TEIN. Until here, it be your coursemate, your roommate. They are your friends. I mean, that time there was no politics. The politics came in 1992. And that time we the school da. So that time, then at the so you realize that the old people those times when they meet now, they have a different mindset. But right now, my son is the enemy of the TESCON person in school. So it has come and that is the thing. But you see, MPP, that is their style. They can tell me, I said they are winning Grofo you are down for higher places and that kind of thing. They shouldn't have done this thing to you. And I'm saying, oh, I'm not bothered because me, I know that is the way they are. You go and talk to somebody, it's me, I didn't go to anybody to go and talk. Yeah, we are there. Yakupon in Krafu Kasabi, was a new one egg bill, new yo, leg bill, new yo. It has a onukum in a yedi. Yeah, Yamin in a yedi. So at the end of the day, some of us have everything to lose in this election. If for anything at all, for so that if I sleep, I can sleep. Ghanaians can have respite. I mean, like the kind of thing that we are choking. We are choking. Look, not NDC people. Ghanaians are choking to the level. And you see, if you see the opulence in some few of them now, Master, it's nauseating. Hey, oh yeah, Abufun. You see them, the kind of thing boys are they were boys that to come and beg or come and eat the crumbs from your table. I'm not saying that nobody should progress, as I say, but some progressions are catapulting. As I say, no, what's that? Why? Because of follow Baumia into and I'm say, hey. So obi o follow ba omio odi cramps impo onuponi you know cheddar papa anything. I hope you understand me. You see, blatant thievery, but nyankopon onye alanta, excuse my language. Everything works for good. You see, one day me can't send you one station muba trade fair no, and the people were there when I started likening Nanado to Nebuchadnezzar. Yeah, you remember that? I do. That is the thing. You see, do you know the beginning of Nebu? Uncle Nebu was like a soldier man, and militant, like so the Israelites were everybody, the Babylon, everybody say, hey, this man is a strong man, let's make him the head of this thing. But the prophet said, no, this is not the man after God's heart. But the people come on, and then Yakupon said, okay, You don't know the man. I know the heart of men. And I may catch you there. This man is not good for Babylon. So I will give him to you if you really want him to be your leader. And what did the boomer Babylonians, you know? And you saw what happened to Babylon.
Yeah.
You know, so that is the same thing. Like GM said the last time, they would have said Nanado was the best president that Ghana never had.
Yeah.
But you see, we've seen it. I remember even after first 2 years of Nanado, no, people were saying that, oh, Nanado is making GM look like an angel. Yeah. Because the Idzia was the children and some of our Kegunu do Nadine. Sisiano. They look at Daya.
Mesiaba, back to you. A quick comment here. Elikem Aha says, hey, Uncle Nebupa. Lavi Ansah says all they know is about sloganeering. John Kwaku Sabi says, if Ghanaians are serious, JDM should not campaign for votes. This from John Denmark. Kingsley Kwaku says Nebuchadnezzar and Baupizi. Yes, Baubiako, you can know friend Baupizi. Okay, so Max Akpabli says, please, Commander, tell Shatta to hold on to the information because we need it to surprise them on the day, on the D-Day. Okay, so Danity says NDC should go and bring back the days of the Jack Beblis. All right, so Olivia Dan says a lot of people in diaspora wants to come home. We can't afford to lose this election. GM must win at all costs. All right, so Commander, please, this is an intelligent pick on the EC. The stolen BVD machine have been used to register more than 1 million of people, and because NDC have all the records of the register, they will remove some from the register, blah blah blah. Anyway, Tony Bones says, well, me is a pathological fraudster who will not stop unless he's been forced out. Okay, so Shatta, I hit the nail right on the head. With the MPP, when they come and you meet them on the same level and with the same measure, they call into their shells and Otilo, Pufut, Okro. Then it is the soldiers behind NDC in the barracks should show strength like what they did in 2008. And after that, there were issues. Right now, the issues with even, look, maybe Shia, many one military guy be Shia. And me no. Because 2008, 2008, Anchor Day 2008, now Yawas Empire was with you guys. Yeah. So I used to come around Kuku Hill and I saw some of the boys. To me, recently, I'm seeing also when I'm in a dear film military. And I'm seeing day. Also, 2008 and this every year, no man financial baby. He was just working in the military. When I'm on so the problem is that experience is not giving confidence. May have met a retired Supreme Court judge who thought JM and the NDC was not fair to them in the 8 years because some of them during the Kufuor time they played a huge role, especially in the 2008 elections. Then you won, and in 8 years make promotions. Obey promotions and if 2-3 be oh Charlie. So they say no be I didn't come. May I meet such people because of Professor Milson. I know most of them, and when you meet them, 8 years, judge, financial baby, no, and this is we won't do it. And we will go through the process, the system. And now young person, no, I won't go through the process. I won't go through the system. I'll reward my people. Into Ghana Police Service, you fa akola junior rank, ya pejano. Ya de military the same thing. They are boys to make sure they capture everything. But when you get that opportunity, no, maybe I will do it. And anyway, it's another conversation for another day. Sammy, the discussion, how prepared is the NDC for election 2024 message and in protecting the people's vote? Oh, Debbie. Call last one. Tommy, sorry.
Your commander, I'm in check here for you now. In fact, you say, a for Fanchami, say, Mira Mukakra.
Pajon Paja, microphone on Costro Kakrama.
Pay attention to some other things and so. I think that now we are back fully for the campaign.
Sure.
Kwabena NDC. Me bana iti chairman. And I think that a number of things come into sharp focus. I'm not going to say on the list in campaign list.
Yeah, but the list is not under focus.
No, it's not. No. I'm not going to go into it. I'm not going to. I'm just trying to draw your attention, sir, to certain things that I think that it's important, sir. We watch now. Hey, okay.
Yeah.
And certain things are we should watch now. So we don't give certain people the impression that the election has been won already. You see, and that is what is happening. Barely 5 months to the elections. We still don't see what's happening. You know, we still don't see what's happening. And Kwabena, I think the NDC must understand the importance of these elections. This election is about the soul of this country. It's a struggle for the soul of this country. And I pay not make city TV and I pay, sir. It is important for the balance of order. Say NPP be lose election. Just important for the balance of order. And yes, sir, wanton dissipation, recklessness, abuse of power, kukutimia, and time jet.
Almost say Kronukra. Oh, I'm a district.
Say, I do crow mine. And you or mine, your minor japadie. She said, your friend is saying, or Tina Bimpuni Hono. Your mama twaswa. And yet, we are just going to entrench that thing in our system. We are going to say Nigeria cry. It is very important. And I think, say, when the ordinary Ghanaian, it didn't come on. The ordinary Ghanaian, the importance of this election, I say, most of the NDC executives. Ushia Ghana street neso. Now, it didn't come on. The kind of motivation, the kind of a year, the ordinary Ghanaian, it be show muno. Ushia NDC mpenifo ana say, hunu de ekoso. Ena positions na de one be ye way ayeto abani we a one be ye say ena one be ye say ena we me yonko ni ena yen protect ye ho yen kan mom na yen protect ye ho na ye nyina obi an hye we na nimu nya ye fe we onya ye nipa enti ye de ne hye ha that on ye efri hifa Kwabena wo mu hwe bibiye because one would no fun almost could lose society election where the debate young wokromano. Kwabena yeni abrio.
I know.
Yeni abre papa. She usha mabuno on the streets now sha ho tira Ghana for nemwa. Now we share this for company for so abo tie as se kota kese ne nam. Just omo hu de omo ye. Obi a person enim ye fe se de be ya kasa woni e do se position we e be fata wo. Let's roll up our sleeves and get to work. Mobia Nado Pia said this election has been won. This election has not been won by anybody. The election will only be won on 7th December.
promised the citizens of Kenya. It is alleged that during our elections, and he became president. No, so that one you better me the twin chain. But see a judge based on in someone what catch the Kenya for bossa was share Kenya for now so we need to me to become president of the land of Kenya. I am asking, sir, in that so-called democracy, has President Ruto lived up to expectation in the land of Kenya? Well, sir, there are some people that one better baby I condemn it. Say I don't protesters ni saying, I don't protesters ni saying. But then penny folks say yen chair so any asem. A day na President Ruto I am a right. Enunti Ansah say a mabunua a what the land of Kenya etom hu egu e montene so. And these are questions that we need to ask. But ya you no free on moi. I am proposing what we call democratic autocracy. Tie. Sa proposition we me share say proposal here in my school days way back in Lagos. Say Africa needs a model that we call democratic autocracy. Ye here on Mampenia okura Fly Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings adwene enso Atameus akoma. Ana Mampenia okura Kwame Nkrumah adwen enso John Dramani Mahama akoma. That is the kind of a leader we need. A leader who disciplines when the time needs, and a leader on no suba pampao samre no suba. But is that what we have as Africans? Me say will be a charismatic. It's not enough to be a charismatic leader. But we need a transgenerational leader. One man penny will drink chirimaho. O man penny o woni swadi ho no. O man penny o wo pepa ene to ho ache honhom. O man penny so man akwanya obesom manfo no sosomfo. And your man penny he will lose himself over the people that gave him the power. Over Facebook I don't share me live on Accra 100.5 FM me din na no tudako. Enti these are issues I say can wasam. Now let's ask again, ladies and gentlemen. And then among Ghana 4 MPs, they belong to local government committee here in Ghana's parliament. And then they Mumrika Abra protesters Montenso. And it is a clear warning to the members of parliament of this country. It is a clear warning to the executive led by the president. It's a clear warning, ladies and gentlemen, even to the judiciary. It is a clear warning, say. You cannot fool the people all the time. Won't me in fact a man for no and what they will be white someday. Now when woman pussy thinking say woman some quarter judiciary bediamo and so enkoye woman juni say bia when I some eco parliament betimi akabiamo. But enkoye, you see, Omujin say electoral commission be back no krabiamom. But enkoye, the last resort and crofo, but resort is to make sure say they meet the leadership boot for boot, violence for violence. Is that what this country needs? Because Ghana, ya trao. Listen, I'll come and speak with you. But you Ray, SN Nikasa all the way from Kenya. Right after Yankomodi. I'll come back home. Na menemo edin kobo. Ma mene yewra Robert Hussein. Entering kobo. Now he will be speaking to us in King Charles III's language. Gentlemen, you're welcome. Okay, so I think that now home in tomb. Let's try and work out. Odi Mbekasa or Potokasam, of course, reporter, and he's a Kenyan. So of course, Krum Kasano Mwa. But all the same, we can say we are bonnet. But the point we are making, ladies and gentlemen, in the say, senior in Sutoino, Sani we are. And politicians and Krum Hanum should take key lessons from what is happening in Kenya. We will not be on radio to incite violence. No. It's the last thing I obey. But the people in this country are suffering. Okay. Yanko over the phone lines. Now your name, you're Robert Hussein, entering Koma, or a reporter of Kenya. Good afternoon, sir. Hello, good afternoon, sir. Yes, you're live. You are live on Accra 100.5 FM here in Ghana. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. How are you?
I'm doing well. Did I get your name right? Are you Robert Hussein or Hussein?
Yes, Robert Hussein is my name.
Okay, so you are full Kenyan.
With the NRG Radio.
Okay.
In Nairobi, Kenya.
All right.
So just reporting live, just before you even start shooting your question, is that it is very true that yesterday we were having demonstration, and this demonstration, the demonstrations have been open now since last week, and this is the second week, and the Kenyans, how the Gen Zs are still expected to be on the road tomorrow. Can you hear me?
Yes, you're live on there, sir.
Yes, so we are still expected to be on the road tomorrow. That is upon the reflection on the amendment that shall be subjected into the bill. That is a financial bill for 2024-2025. Now, yesterday we had a lot of raffles that happened in our country, especially within the CBD. However, this being a demonstration that has been orchestrated by purely the Gen Zs and the youth, non-partisan people in tribal-less. This particular demonstration that happened yesterday across the country, across all the country, the counties that we are having within our country. Are you saying?
Yes, we are listening.
Also, it is worth to note that even the constituency where the president is coming from, they also joined the Kenyan to strike across the country. Yesterday, last week we lost 2 lives. 2 people were shot dead last week. That is Rex and Moses. However, this week, that is yesterday, 10 people were shot dead, and more than 120 are still in the medical facilities across the country.
Did you say 10 people were shot dead?
Yesterday, yes, 10 people were shot dead.
Wow. And in all this unfolding event, what has been the demeanor, if like, what has President Ruto been saying about this?
Definitely, the president has been really quiet about it. However, on Sunday, he had said that he's so happy about the strike because the young people are finally coming on and people are engaging on national matters discourse and matters that are really affecting the country, other than things that are aligned in political spheres and so on. However, he said that he is willing to have a dialogue, which has not been happening. And also to add to that is that a number of youth people who have been spearheading this particular conversation and this demonstration, they have been kidnapped and also picked, and now we can't really say where these young people are. One of them, Big Shad Khalif, and also we have another gentleman called Oguda, and other. There's so many of them that we've been having cases where these young people have been picked by the police officers, but the government is not saying anything regarding that. And when questions are asked, they're not answering those questions. So yesterday, 10 of them were shot dead, and also more than 120 have been in various medical facilities across the country receiving treatment. And it is, let me tell you that the 120 people, they are not nursing the injuries that you will get when you are on a demonstration. They are nursing the gun injuries, the bullet injuries, all of them.
So let me state that we commiserate with the people of Kenya. So that is a sad spectacle. But if you could furnish us with some further details about the major contributing factor that led to this unrest, which happens, to do with the said bill, the said finance bill. Did you say at your earlier, that President Ruto has withdrawn the bill? Did I hear you right? That he has withdrawn the bill? Otherwise, what do you think that my viewers and listeners need to know about the said bill? And if furnish us with the details of the bill itself.
So regarding the bill, initially the bill has gone now. Yesterday it was on its third reading, and therefore the members of the ruling party, they ascended, they agreed, they voted yes. But today After the engagement that happened yesterday, the president addressed the press at 9 p.m. yesterday, and he had mentioned or named whatever happened yesterday, because you remember 2 people were shot dead within the premise of the parliament, within that environment. Therefore, he mentioned that to be a treasonous act, and therefore they are going to take action regarding that. But today, just to mention, is that after the discussion, the president requested that the bill will be taken back to the parliament for voting again, so that it can be looked at deeply and to be amended by the members of the parliament, something that is still ongoing before close of day. Today we will be having a press, and also the deputy president is scheduled to have a press release at around 5:36 today in Mombasa today. Now, as you had said that when drawing to conclusion, let me also say that up to yesterday, a lot of things were destroyed, including the parliament, the senate, and so on.
Yes.
And therefore, yesterday, the president released the Kenya Defense Forces to the field or in the country, and they're just trying to restore normalcy, and that is why we had the number increasing so high in terms of injuries, the bullet injuries. But again, today, the country has been 100.5. And people have just been going about their work as normal and as usual, but not all of them, because there are some organizations that requested their employees to work from home today, having in mind that people didn't know really what will be happening in the course of the day. And also, the Gen Zs themselves had mentioned last week and that put on notice that this week it will be a total shutdown, and the strikes will be happening throughout.
But if the president, has probably shown remorse, and for that matter, has withdrawn the bill, what warrants the next protest tomorrow?
Really, the conversation is about, we want the bill rejected, not amended. The young people want the bill rejected.
Total rejection.
Not amended. Yeah, they need total rejection of this 2024-25 financial bill rejected. So once it has been rejected, therefore now they want to be brought on table so that we can have a discussion. Because let me mention that the financial bill is just the last stroke that broke the donkey's back. It is not it is not the only thing.
Okay.
One of the things that we are really, the citizens of this country are really tired of is one of them being corruption. And we are having a country where the political leaders are spending money without really caring so much. And even because we have a situation that the president used more than 200 million, purportedly used more than 200 million to fly to US, and that was happening when in our country we are having a lot of economically people are not doing so fine. And when asked, he addressed it so casually when he was having a discussion on attending some function. He addressed the issue so casually and mentioned that it was not 200 million. His friends came through, so the government only used 10 million, which we can't. No one knows or has any details regarding the 200 million that is paid, or the 10 million that is paid, or the agreement that his friends were coming through to donate to support him. And again, he was going on an official duty. So what are these? Who are these friends, and what are these friends getting at the end of the day? What are the agreements? And you see the Kenyans are not having any light regarding to that.
Okay, so can you also confirm for us the veracity of whether or not it is true that amongst the plethora of contributing factors that led these protesters to the street also includes that if you're 25 years, whether or not you're unemployed and you're living with your family, the government is making an arrangement for you to pay some taxes towards the development of Kenya. And beyond you paying, your parents are also surcharged with same fee, and it also accounts for a major reason why the protesters are also on streets. Can you confirm that to us, sir?
As of now, I might not really confirm regarding that. However, it is one of the conversations that you will hear one or two people mentioning along the street. But as of now, as we speak, the major things that are on the table that the young people are really protesting about is about the cost of living and overtaxation that is happening, and also definitely we have a regime that we've seen a number of cases that the young people feel that the president has really caught the justice system, the parliament, and therefore those system and those institutions will only do what the president wants them to. So those are the feelings around, and that is why the youth want to have a discussion with the president, but they have not also fronted a particular leader that can go and have a conversation. The reason being is, when they do that, they fear that that person will be a high target for the government, so that they can target the person and either do anything that they can abduct the person or do anything they want to do, or even pay the person so that the person can stop all this conversation and tell people to tone down. So that is one of the reasons. And you can also know that prior to yesterday's demonstration on Monday and even on Sunday evening, most of the young people that have been revising and looking at the data and the statistics and so on and having the conversation, they were abducted. And as of now, there is no one in the government who is saying anything.
Who abducted them? Who abducted them?
The rumors or the suspicion is that the government, because why? How on earth were they being abducted from their houses at wee hours in the night?
Wow!
Just on Monday night or on Sunday night in the houses at night. And number two, the people that were abducting them, it shows that they were coming people that were having guns and so on. And there is no response. And as we say, and as at now, no one can confirm where these young people are, and also in addition to that, questions are being asked and no one is speaking, especially from the political leaders' position. No one is saying anything. Yeah.
So in all this state of hopelessness, do you see light at the end of the darkened tunnel in Kenya?
If you ask me, yes, I still see light, and I'm very optimistic about that. We are not so sure whether the government will reject the bill completely. However, we are seeing the possibility of amending serious aspects and clauses of the financial bill. Yes, and this has also worked as a wake-up call for the Gen Zs and the youth of this country, having in mind that in our election that we had in 2022, more than 7 million people did not vote, yet they are within that age that they can take they can vote, but they did not vote because they have always known or feared that irrespective of what you do or who you vote for, at the end of the day there will be no change. So I think this is a wake-up call for them, that if it is not done now, by 2027, when we will be going for the election, we hope that all these young people will be getting their, will be registering to vote, and therefore vote for the idea.
Yeah. So you think that this anger will sort of transmogrify into affecting the electoral fortunes, in 2027, and that should go against Ruto and his government.
That's a possibility, and also it is worth to note that you see, at first Kenya Kwanza is a coalition, so a coalition that has various political parties having ANC and UDA and so on. Now the president's party is UDA, and they are trying to merge other political parties that are members of the Kenya Kwanza coalition to drop their political parties, so that they can be UDA members instead of members of Kenya Kwanza.
All right.
So we are looking at that, and that might be, with that, they are going to get huge number. But again, the ground as we speak right now is really anti-government, and because they perceive that the government is very oppressive and is raising taxes every now and again, is dismissing the court judgment because some of the taxes that in that particular bill is the levy, housing levy, that was also even in the last year, that is 2023-2024 financial bill. The court rejected, but again it went ahead, it has been implemented, and people, just paying taxes.
So we'll let you go, but quickly, maybe within 2 minutes when we are done. Is there any history to this, that a demonstration of such magnitude, will occur, and police, according to the information we're gathering, will be using live ammunitions on citizens, who happen to be the mandate owners and those ones. Do you think that we can have some histories to that, or this is the first time such thing is happening in Kenya, as far as protest is concerned?
So it is a yes and no question in that it is the very first time that we are having a demonstration and protesters that are coming to the city who are purely young people. For the longest time, the strike that we've been having and the demonstrations that we've been having, for the longest time, they have always been spearheaded by the opposition leader, that is Right Honorable Odinga. Now, whenever he has been holding his strike and demonstrations, once in a while the government has always, we've always had the number of people that have been killed here and there. So, and the government has always been brutal, and they have always been politicizing the whole thing, that this is old man, they want to get into the government through the backdoor and so on and so forth. However, now, for this particular time, one, it was the most peaceful demonstration that we've ever had in our country since the beginning, since independence. It was the most peaceful one. Two, it was the most ideally based demonstration that we also had, because people were coming to demonstrate based on specific issues and the issues that are affecting everyone across the border. And it is also one of the most uniting demonstrations that we've had ever since, where we are having people who are coming even from the backyard of the president, where he comes at home, that is in Eldoret. And the people that are coming from Western, and the people who are coming from the coastal region of our country. So people who are coming from the mountain region. So people are all merged together, and people are demonstrating where they are. So those who are in Eldoret, they are demonstrating in Eldoret. Those who are in Nairobi, they are demonstrating in Nairobi. Those who are in Mombasa, they are doing it in Mombasa. And therefore, it is the first one in its own nature. However, despite being very peaceful demonstration, the government still resulted in using the live ammunition and also frustrating people with the tear gas and water cannons that from now and again, from time to time, really depleted.
Now, before you go finally, and this will be my last question, you broadcast journalists in Kenya, like I am here in Ghana, and I'm sure that you may have surveyed Africa's political landscape, for a while. Now, in connection with democracy, do you think that it has helped Africa, for that matter, Kenya, if like Ghana? Because some of the red flags you've just given back home in Kenya, worse things are happening here in my country. Would you say that it is wrong a time for Africans, to continue to, concentrate on this so-called democracy, or it's time for us to redefine African democracy really?
Let me say that one, I agree with you. Rather, I am a believer that we really, as an African country, African countries, I suggest that or with the opinion that we should start thinking about what is democracy, and we define it in our own terms. For the longest, African countries have been defining democracy based on the colonizers' definition, and therefore, you even look at the constitution that we are having and some of the laws that we are having, they do not have the purpose of the normal Kenyan or the more normal African countries. However, because we were colonized by the British, some were colonized by the German, and so on, their constitution, in a way, has symbolized that very constitution of the colonizer. Now, if we go down that, if we go the road of redefining it, at first I know we will have a few hurdles to work with, but at the end of it, I am a believer that we will have a definition that every single country can adopt and work with, and think that will be favoring us. Because as we speak, we have people like IMF and so on, that at every day, you look at the policies that they're having, and you sometimes you wonder, if you look at them and read them, you just wonder. And you see the other thing is the colonizers. Come again?
No, I'm listening to you. Please conclude for us.
Yes. So like I was saying, 100.5. at the end of it all, when you look at the destination of this, you realize that once the colonizers, they get hold of the ruling party and so on, it is very easy for the ideologies to fail through. Because at the end of the day, they're the people who are funding us. At the end of the day, they're the people who are controlling the gun at the other side. At the end of the day, you realize that we really don't have much to do, even if we are calling ourselves African countries, calling ourselves Democrats, or having our own constitution, or having our own laws. But again, we look at it so keenly and deeply, we realize that back of the door, there is someone who is holding a gun.
Okay. Hussein, would have loved to speak with you for a while, but time is not a friend. So many thanks. This is Accra FM. We thank you for speaking to Ghana. All right. All right. Okay, so Robert Hussein, a Kenyan. Now I'll come, so you better wrap it up briefly in your kind. But Ansah Mekasano, and I have things to say on this. His Excellency, President Ruto, President of Kenya. And so it's important say yebiti nia ono and so I
concede.
Okay, so
and therefore I will not sign the 2024 finance bill, and it shall subsequently be withdrawn, and I have agreed with these members. I concede, and therefore I will not sign the 2024 finance bill, and it shall subsequently be withdrawn, and I have agreed with these members. I concede, and therefore I will not sign the 2024 finance bill, and it shall subsequently be withdrawn, and I have agreed with these members. I concede, and therefore I will not sign the 2024 finance bill, and it shall subsequently be withdrawn, and I have agreed with these members.
Sa finance bill na nam so ma mabru no tom hugu monten so a me no ka say nipa ba ya dumienu na ekire agu wasi afede one sign. And for those of you that are not aware, it's not as if even the bill was prepared, because let me tell you some foreign news, and what they were saying is 30 minutes into time one you better pass a bill, no? The youth of Kenya stormed the Parliament House. Your Excellency the President of Ghana, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Your Excellency the Vice President of Ghana, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Ministers of State of this country, from what is happening in the land of Kenya. Yes. Say a town Numi Hosre, Genesis, be born into me to ya, young mum pious be born into ye. And Penufosa Confubonia, or Bessan comes a chromono, or Bawa Timubi, et yen San Comboni, so mine gun more, but Moni ye dear, as a Kenya diano, Nasania Mapuna Wakanya, sorry, don't take the youth of this country for granted. Because we cannot be stooges and puppet to send a mujune sani etiano. The youth of this country cannot always be peaceful. And yet there be a Ghana mabunu baya sumdrefo. Ye mom paya say ye nuho. But we cannot also guarantee say ye nuho. Based on your actions, based on your corruption and greed. Pesamin kumnya. And mim get us a sana prayer, dream ne kankai. We cannot guarantee say ye nuho, but ye won't pay say me nuho. For time when we are imagining somebody ye levy between so Ghana for protest here. And as if that is not enough, yet there's some court, and then as a court, I don't know, and a court of Frey. And a bubo, Minesa. State institutions now, Ghana for the rush home, and Pempino, they disappoint us. It is a somewhere here. Minimum some of the court, M1, a 20 park from court. What they call parliament, one friend call parliament. Now, they don't care. That's what Mutu Benipango we remember a president. So they don't care if everybody dies in this country. To win the seat in 2024, it will never be possible to. But the point I'm making, ladies and gentlemen, is say, I'm going to address and paying for no, no, say they cannot take the youth of this country always for granted. Kwame Nkrumah, the first president of Ghana, Kasasem Wiki. Or see, if change is denied or too long delayed, violence will break out here and there. It is not that men planned or willed it, but it is the accumulated grievances that shall break out with a volcanic fury. His Excellency Kwame Nkrumah say, since the same be one no man for no pay. Sabotage be one is no man for no pay. No woman penny would say 2 minutes on some. And no man penny at bed we are for, so you guys don't respect and say kika na mokika. You think say Ghanaians can go to hell, and you Dabiana Ghanaians will go to hell. A time may come one year, every parliament, but we don't want to get there. A time will come one year, president, and the vice president, our office of the president, but we don't want to get there. A time will come one year, Chief Justice, 1 year week, because Judicial, all of you will run away from there, but we don't want to get there. And until the Yacham say, when man from penny for Ansah and free what is happening in the land of Kenya. W. Trari, to a begu in Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso, Emen Ghana. No, Emen Ghana. Asimi Guata, to a begu in the land of Mali. Mali, an African country. No, I'm asking. Mamadi Dumbuya, to Alpha Conde, Aku in the land of Guinea. Guinea, an African country. It's a very margin, say some Hunua across in other countries, and to me, Ghana. Yeah, some German chessable Mofay to me for. The fact that we are peaceful people does not mean you guys should take us for fools. Because you need to be any bit to me, Mamo. And you need to be any bit to me, Mamo. Actually, $12 million here, the quiet for Lugu down. $12 million signboard crazy. And you think we are happy? State capture. Ansah say, mo follow left, right, and center. Abanyo padia, mo tuntomo ho. To the state such motor forest crowd, mo to me your will, Edma Mutual forever and ever. And you think the youth of this country will always look on like this? Your Excellency, Vice President, Ministers of State, Ms. Ramo, we don't want to get there. And not to the yen some trafo. Ya fakunya we so catch them say, Mujaye. Na nipa didin ne bufua ehu Ghana for na din som yasumdwe for no bia no bufua ehu. Go and read the history of Liberia. Almost every 300 meters na sorry dance baby, and look at what war did to the land of Liberia. Go and read the history of the 1994 genocide in the land of Rwanda, and your poka Gamia and Rwanda at its Ansah. In just 4 months, any pair in the land of Rwanda, from 800,000 to 1 million. And according to statistics, it accounted for 25% of the then existing population in the land of Rwanda. Is that what you want for this country? Mupasi Ghana is Rwanda. Mupasi Ghana is Sierra Leone. Mupasi Ghana is Liberia. And Mupasi Ghana is Kenya. Young Pessi bedroom wanted the Ghana from penny from Ansah. Now, mother your man for no, and more ya. What did the Petamin? Did the luxurious castle? SSC mansions. Na Ghana need the offer and no copim time. Na mucha power free. And you think, sir, this is good for us? Near Karachi Kayena. And Yamo Kaya Namswa. Emma one more demonstration with Kenya. Corruption the mutinti mine. That be Ghana corruption Yamwaka say now Hano. Nana Kufa Nebam, corruption promax. Mutinti mine, and that's one they're on their street. Yes, what tax one will so tax one. Say, will be 25 years. Now, will do 25 years or Yajuma, SO tax. It is out to my mention on Yajuma. Oh, my men of Papa tax now. No more say to more tax. Meanwhile, you have not provided any job for those people in the land of Kenya. Ubagana unemployment in your high. And so, Oban Penning Conco high private jet, 20,000 euros, and your 1 hour. The youth of Kenya, are they different from the youth of Ghana? Before one, you think say any before nibi. Eti, some of Ghana from penny for you must also respect yourself because you cannot contain our anger. Ghana Police Service, I'm not saying. No, I'm asking. Ghana Police Service, I'm not saying. The military in this country, all the security services put together, I'm not saying. And unfortunately, look at the proliferations of local guns in the system. Eti Mr. Your Excellency and another Dan Kwakufado, take a cue from what is happening in Kenya. Vice President Dr. Bamia, take a cue from what is happening in Kenya. Yempese ye bedru ho, esan se ye kura ye bufu. 7th December na drew ani ato abetiamo na makotram baby, and that is why we are quiet. But men you say Jimmy, man you say yesuro because opamu hufua otu ne bema. My friends here, you stream live on Accra 100.5 FM. Ubetimi achira wadwene. Ubetimi de messages aba. Na yedi nkomo. Ma emphasize da kase ema top choco. Wona so yasene ene ehwie. Sanso and a seahorse engine coolant. Aso yasene Tango Prime washing powder. And so aso yasene. Of course, Tabia Herbal Center, Bills Microcredit, Royal Chapter Property Group Limited, Samsung Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic and so yasene. But and then Cheska CMG Sika Chebie promo. Eyesika o isika. Eyesika o isika. Eyesika o isika. Ene samote me nkache. Ma pay die twase me chemuska na munya kakra kodi. What do you say? And one so before phone simple. *413 hash. Kwame, ye na po videos ni ready mami. Ye tete some be fan na po running mates. Ene ye be kai Ghana phone maybe. But ye just ka akransa. *413 hash na choose option 2. *413 hash na choose option 2 no ne akra FM. Na utwa kakra. Me strategy na mditwa. What do you say? Strategy na mditwa. Say bia mo 100 Ghana cedis. Me ntwane nyina 100 cedis dabi. I mean yes ade no. Eti bia me say dey 25 cedis. It be 25 cedis now. No ma say that train 5 minutes. No ma travel 25 cedis. Oh, no ma train 5 minutes. No ma it will say in the space of close to 30 minutes no ma spread it scan. It will dang number ni be. We dang number ni be. It will be bia on so person odibi. Na what the sort on ho, what the checking on how far. Me sraw *413 hash na choose option 2. Now, yan call some of these videos. Na yan kai ho kakra. Adentina ya pese ya kai ho. Se MPP ana NDC a candidate ana deputy candidate bia. Ehu hia se ye na sem hia. Na nienti ehu hia se ye na sem hia ne se. Whoever is vice can say deputy candidate can be a potential vice president, and whoever is running mate can be can say whoever is flag bearer can be potential president. Eti se NDC Ora John Mahama esi making sure so Ora John Mahama yama Ghana ne running mate na no pokwa jima yama Ghana because say anhwe no mbedi so a na ebia sebi omunya papa e be han it we must make sure so me papa in that same vein esi Ora Bamia ene ne obeyi no as running mate because omunya potential people enesa so today ye kai cow if indeed send yati some person me na pono ye be cow the kind of person na put here me ba chow yeni kind about this video napo on dumso yenko tamwa dapo eko dumso demonstration na ye link it to something yenko me ba chow betimi adwene live on Accra FM oba na wachire me baby a wutie me free wachuro wudin na yakonka Eugene fatu mame and ye both tapes in the back to back na ubetimi asel for phone so *413 hash na choose option 2 *413 hash na choose option 2 sika chedia no
This demonstration is not to topple the government. This demonstration is to indicate to Ghanaians the insensitivity of the Obama's government. The insensitivity of the Obama's government. This is not to topple government. We don't advocate for a regime change this way. We are going to vote next year and we are going to vote them out massively. That is good governance. That is partisanship. We are going to democratically remove the Obama from power. Not do this demonstration. But the demonstration is to demonstrate to Obama and Ghanaians that what is going on is bad. If you are feeling the heat, like Ghanaians are feeling the heat, if you are buying electricity How do you expect the members of the members as a collective to speak on your behalf when you decided to give majority to such a bad government, NBC? Ghanaians should realize that their term matters. Your term matters. Your term matters. When you go and vote, you have to know that the consequences are ahead of you for the next 4 years. The term that Ghanaians gave to John Mahama has shown that they should never. This demonstration is not to topple the government. This demonstration is to indicate to Ghanaians the insensitivity of John Mahama's government. The insensitivity of John Mahama's government. This is not to topple government. We don't advocate for a regime change this way. We are going to vote next year and we are going to vote them out massively. That is good governance. That is partisanship. We are going to democratically remove John Mahama from power. Not do this demonstration. But the demonstration is to demonstrate to John Mahama and Ghanaians that what is going on is bad. If you are feeling the heat, like Ghanaians are feeling the heat, if you are buying electricity and they are having it for free, if your salary, you are spending 60% of your salary on electricity bills, then you understand what I'm suffering. I am suffering. John Mahama is not suffering. How do you expect the members of the members as a collective to speak on your behalf when you decided to give majority to such a bad government, NBC? Ghanaians should realize that their term matters. Your term matters. Your term matters. When you go and vote, you have to know that the consequences are ahead of you for the next 4 years.
Whilst in opposition, Sabreno was say, Doom Saba, they are feeling heat. It will call demonstration. Fantastic. Saturday, the young fan said, Nanapo, a patriotic citizen. Now, some years later, Owura Napoi Ababaimu, Waba Baimu Yanina brought when they can be Minister of Education. And then Yamicha Yano Senapo, we are demonstration bit here doom so. This time, Memo be Minister for Energy. Namache, Niaba Kafa doom so. Etimenuka say, Napo, a Minister for Energy. And Yakopon Suma journalist be say, Makwada, Kwa Nakobi Sowura Naponua, Tam what opposition, John Mahama doom so mono. We had demonstration. Kobisa say where the Ghana for say ye per timetable keke. Yan konko tie near or no so kind. Eugene fathers to mame. Na near when say ye cow the kind of a person and people
the energy now, the energy sector, the current power cuts. Some people are saying that you made mention of this, you use this as a campaign against John Mahama, and now we're experiencing a worse situation under President Akufo-Addo. Would it reflect in the 2024 election? Would it be something that people will stand on to vote?
If you are comparing 4 years, MPP administration, energy sector is 300 times better than John Mahama.
But we are still experiencing it, so.
Nobody has said we haven't. I'm just saying, it's far much better than John Mahama ever did.